All right, guys. Welcome on this nice Sunday today here in Austin, Texas. We have a special guest on our podcast today on Dreams to Deposits. I'm Jay Morales. My friend today's not going to be here, C. Walker. He has a family emergency they had to do today, so we're going to keep the show rolling regardless. But no further ado, we have Austin Andrade with us today. We have his dad, Alan. So we're going to talk some heavy talks, no pun intended, for your guys' weights and stuff. So,
Hell yeah.
but you said the drive was good, though, right?
Yeah,
So
it's easy
good.
drive. Sunday morning, no traffic on 35.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember when they were doing a lot of construction over there, going back and forth. When I go see my dad, I can't. I think it was in, I guess, past Buda, in between Buda and New Braunfels.
Yeah.
There's a lot of traffic there, so it's kind of crazy. But man, what's up? Lately, you said you were at Worlds or had to qualify for Worlds, or
Yeah, so just recently got done with World's Strongest Man. Uh I made the finals. I had to withdraw after the second event from a concussion, unfortunately, so I ended up taking 10th place. But before that was the Arnold Classic in
I think I watched that one. That's the one I watched.
in March. March? Yeah, first weekend of March, and took second there. So the boy's doing good right now, man. I'm one of the top guys in the world, and
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a crazy feeling
Yeah.
to be considered that.
How did you ever think you'd get to this kind of thing, this level?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've always had like this kind of knack where I was gonna do well in sports, no matter what it was. But in terms of the medium of sport, like what kind of sport,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be strongman for sure.
Because you played football, right?
I played football growing up, and I wrestled in high school and college, and um, so my dad had me. My dad got me my weight. Well, he was your weight set.
All right, I'm always
Yeah.
And he gave it to me. Well, give it to me, but we had it when I. He told me when you hit puberty or when you turn 12, I'm gonna let you start using the weights. And so, like I've always been lifting weights since then, um, and playing sports, the stronger you are, the I always consider myself or always related like being good in the weight room was gonna be better on the field
Right.
or better on the mat or whatever it was. I'm not really a finesse kind of guy, so baseball and basketball wasn't my type.
Right.
But yeah, no, if I was strong in the weight room, I was gonna be strong on the field, strong on the mat, and that's kind of what happened. So like, high school, it wasn't even a thing. It was like I'm gonna play college football. And then it just so happened to work out. My first actual offer was for wrestling. It wasn't
Wow.
even for football.
Wow.
And so I won a state title in Arizona. That's where I went to high school. And then because my parents were split, so I'd split time between San Antonio and Tucson in Arizona. And so I wrestled. Well, I played all my sports in Arizona, high school sports, but I ended up winning a state championship in Arizona my senior year. And like I thought I was gonna play football in college, and my first offer was to go to Central Michigan
Okay.
to wrestle, which I explored that option, but it didn't work out, and I had to come play junior college football back in Arizona for a year and a half, and then I got an opportunity to go play at Adams State University
Mm-hmm.
in Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
but they offered me on a dual sports scholarship.
Right. Yeah.
So where I played wrestling, or I wrestled and I played football. And then once that was done, it was like my dad always wanted me to play in the league. That's I guess everyone's dream, right? Go play for the Cowboys, especially being from
Yeah.
Texas. But
I mean, Latino, right? You want?
It's either
You
it's
want-
either well, I guess from your generation. My dad's obviously a Cowboys fan. He lives in San Antonio, but his wife, my stepmom, Rosie, they're Houston Texans fans because they grew up in Houston. So, and I mean that program's turned around, obviously.
Yeah.
But when you're the Cowboys,
that's life, bro.
you're held to a different standard. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, that's different.
But that whole thing didn't work out. You just there's like playing in the NFL's a whole nother level, right? And I just wasn't fast enough.
Yeah.
Size is a big thing, and but I mean, I would still consider myself strong or as like a capable person.
Right.
And then I just had to like live normal life. So that's when I moved back down to San Antonio right after college. I lived in my dad's garage for like a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
I moved my wife down, and dude, I just got bored.
In San Antonio,
I want to say not just in San Antonio, but
like you're trying to figure out what to do.
what to do with my life,
Yeah.
bro. And luckily I found a gym, Heavy Metal Fitness in San Antonio.
Is that where you work at now?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
and
All your guys work out there, or
yeah,
at
yeah.
least the crew that you hang out with.
the crew, yeah, well, bro, we're in blood there, bro. That's like a brotherhood, and
Yeah, because it's cool. I watch the videos. Like y'all don't just work out. Like y'all, like that's y'all's life there. Like y'all talk about everything there.
Yeah,
BS here and there, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I mean,
no, it's because of the culture we've developed there. Obviously the owners, Tim and Michelle, they've like developed this kind of culture of giving back and teaching people how to lift, and it just so happens that we have pretty good strongman athletes at that. So
did it just happen that way? Like, were they already there, or did y'all like kind of just all migrate to that?
right,
What'd you say the name was?
heavy metal,
Heavy Metal Gym. That's what it's called.
yeah, heavy metal fitness.
Shout out Heavy Metal Fitness.
Yeah. So strangely enough, I don't know, strangely enough, but Texas is like considered like a really strong state. This is like one of the few states that offers powerlifting in high school.
I did. That's good to me.
And
do they not have
not in
powerlifting
Arizona.
there? See, because we originally never had wrestling here.
Yeah.
And now it's starting to come more in the northern part of Texas because
Yeah.
it's more not necessarily a northern thing, but football's the
King
Bible.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I feel like how good Texas already is at football,
Mm-hmm.
you would imagine that they would have already had wrestling programs in high school, because then you play football, then you wrestle in the.
Well, you know what it is, right? It's because wrestling's a northern sport.
Oh yeah.
Well, because it's cold.
So like, they're not really playing.
Well, it's the same thing with like basketball and like why baseball's so popular here. It's because you can play baseball year round. You can play football year round.
Makes sense.
Up north, it snows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't do nothing. Yeah,
everyone's playing basketball. Everyone's wrestling.
So I wonder how many northern states. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, like all those northern states and colleges up there, how strong those guys actually are, because they do wrestle too, or at least they train to wrestle. Like the big. I mean, because what position did you play in football?
Center.
Yeah. See, y'all out the gate. You know what I mean? Just that first initial, movement.
Yeah, it's.
Do you think that transitioned into what you do now?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, like having the background from what my dad giving me, like a weight set from being young. Like when I first walked into like a real weight room in high school, I was already.
You already had some maturity.
Yeah, dude, I was way stronger than everyone.
Yeah,
like my high school
gives you a step forward. You know what I mean? Setting you up for success.
Yeah, but I kind of knew that because when he was about 6 or 7 years old, he was a lot taller, a lot bigger than your average 5, 6, 7-year-olds.
Yeah,
so I knew that was going to be something in his future.
Yeah,
whether it be football or wrestling or something.
Yeah, that's good.
But I broke his heart when I told him he couldn't be a skateboarder anymore.
I think that was every kid. I think that's every kid. Like,
real, bro.
You're all riding bikes or skateboard or rollerblade. I did rollerblading a lot. I used to go to the skating rink a lot, so I was pretty fast. I had some friends that I grew up with that were quick on there too. But skateboarding for sure, it's like every kid wants to be Tony Hawk or wanted to be.
And that time too, man. You know what I mean?
Bucky Lasek.
Yeah,
all those guys. Did you ever play the game too, the Tony Hawk game?
Of course, bro. Yeah.
You get to be a certain weight and a certain height. I mean,
yeah, dude. When's the last time you rode a skateboard?
Yeah. I don't even know. One that didn't break too.
I told him, I said, son, look, just from your size, I know you're going to be over 6 feet and you're going to probably be in the 300-pound club.
Oh, I remember when he told me you're going to be 300 pounds. It broke my heart.
Because as a kid, you hear 300 pounds, you think fat immediately. Yes. You don't think of just big guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And now I'm 400.
You're 400 pounds?
Yeah.
Damn. I never, it's crazy. I was, doing like my research over the last month or so, whatever. And it's like, yeah, he's about 350 to 360. And I was like, I mean, I guess there's people who your size that probably weigh that, but that aren't stacked like muscle wise. You're solid. So, I mean,
well, someone 400, you think, oh, that's not healthy, but this guy could do pull-ups, like.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like a regular person can.
Yeah.
So
I'm not regular. I'm less than that.
It comes with the nature of the sport. I mean, because I'm obviously in the weight room all the time.
Yeah.
So like, if I can, I'm a 1,000-pound puller. Like I can deadlift 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, I've seen it.
If I can't do a body weight pull up, something's wrong.
Do you think is that a thing? Is there people out there who can deadlift that much that can't do pull ups?
I would imagine. See, the thing with our sport is we have equipment that can help you lift, like powerlifting here. Like in high school, they use equipment so you could do like the bench shirts.
Oh,
the suits. So like can that kid really bench 400 pounds?
Well, with that, he technically wouldn't, right?
Right, because
Okay.
he's got that support.
Is he a natural 400?
But the
pounder?
thing is at that age, that's actually protecting them from getting hurt.
Mm.
And so it's a technique that you have to learn and all this good stuff. But at my level, we can still use that equipment. And if you can use that equipment, you know how to manipulate your body around the equipment, then there's certain people that can lift a lot more with equipment that probably can't, quote unquote, raw.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay, there you
So,
go. That's what I mean, yeah.
But that's like out of 25 guys, there's probably 1 or 2 dudes that can do that. You know, that can manipulate their body, that are less than 300 pounds, that can lift something big like that. But it's few and far between. And and in the term of the sport of strongman, like, and you see it all the time. Like my dad's, when I brought the sport to my pops, like he had no idea. Like he was, oh, you guys are just gonna go lift weights and you guys figure out who's the strongest, right? But no, like at the level I'm at now, there's a chess match, man, because it's all about points, to score points on a certain event. And I gotta strategize. Like I'm not good at this event, so I gotta do good here, but I'm good here.
I've seen that on a well, the commentators on the Honor Classic, they were saying he probably you did something. I don't know if it was deadlift or it was some weird shaped rock that you have to try to figure out how to grab the right way.
Put it over your shoulder.
Yeah. And they were like, well, maybe he doesn't want to go, or he's not gonna go over this amount because he's saving it for this event, which is his event or something. I was like, oh, that's smart, because I mean, if you went hard every single,
I mean, that's obviously, like, if you could do that,
right? Yeah.
But at that level, like, at the level I'm at, it's not about. I don't want to say it's about who's the strongest, really, because everyone's strong.
Right. It's just who's better at certain.
Who is better that day, and who makes less mistakes. That's the guy who's gonna win.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah, because everybody there is strong.
Yeah. It's bro.
Yeah.
If you're
there, like maybe the night before you didn't get a good night's sleep, or maybe that week for prep you didn't, got sick or whatever. There's, because I mean, when you get ready for, like, just what you just did, when you get ready for something like that, do you start at a certain point, or this is just year round? You're ready.
Well, it depends on, like, obviously your body plays a lot into it. Like, the easiest way I can, like, football has an off season, right?
Right.
They play all through fall. And then the Super Bowl is at the February, right? With our sport, there's no, like, season. It's just whatever promoter's going to put on a show. And that could be, like, the Arnold Classics in March. Worlds is usually beginning of summer. We had the Strongest Man on Earth, which was in August. But that's no longer a thing anymore. And then the Rogue Invitational, which is a big one, at November or October timeframe. So if you're doing all 4... You were going all year round.
So those are what you would consider like your majors, in a sense. Yeah, okay. So then there's smaller ones in between that are just like filler work, or
you could, which kind of qualifies you. Like Worlds has a qualifying.
Oh, okay. So you do have to do those events.
You still got to go out and, like, show that you're still active. And a lot of guys get invited based off their fame and how well they've done in the past at major shows, and they deserve that too. But, like, in order, like, say you're a new upcoming guy, which I was not too long ago, like, you had to fit in these shows to prove yourself, and then go to the majors and do well at the majors to say, okay, I belong at these majors. So but now that there's Strongest Man on Earth not a thing, like, I'm on an off season. Like, I finally got a time. This is the first time in, like, 2 years I've been able to take a break from, like, going hard all the time. So, like, all of May, I went to the gym maybe about 5 or 6 times. Just lifted some.
But, like, I mean, you felt good, like you got to rest.
Yeah, man, I feel so good. Like, that's the other thing, is mentally I feel motivated.
Yeah, because now you miss it.
I miss it. Yeah, so
you gotta give people things, all that. Give me some time to miss me. Real. Give me some time to miss me.
For real, yeah. No, it's really like that, and because, like, football, it's built into the sport.
Yeah,
and then you get the kids that come back in August, and they're all hungry to play. But there's gets a time where you go major after major after major. You're like, dude, I am sick and tired of this shit. And it's like, how could you be sick and tired of a thing you love, kind of thing? It's a mental.
But it becomes work at that point, rather than you doing it while you started or whatever. So, So what's the next? What's the next? What's the next thing?
September 5th, I'm going to be in Birmingham, England, for the deadlift championships.
Oh, so pure deadlift.
Well, that's one of the events. That's the first event. So, like, Giants Live is this promotion that's big in the UK, and they're kind of the qualifying route for World's Strongest Man. So if you podium at a Giants Live, you get the automatic qualification for World's Strongest Man the next year.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm like one of the better deadlifters in the world. They invite me to the show because I actually have a chance at breaking a world record or being in that 500 kilo mark that only Thor and Eddie Hall have done.
Yeah.
And so like I'm the next guy that's kind of on the trajectory of doing that.
So you'd be the third guy to
I would be
break
the
that.
third man to pull.
But
500
you
kilos.
may be the only guy that has that world record though.
If I pull, what is it?
515 now.
If I pull 515, I'll be the world record holder.
So for people who can't do math and don't do this sport,
Kilos.
how many pounds is that?
1132.
1132.
Yeah.
How much?
11.
1,132 pounds.
Yeah. So the most I've ever deadlifted at this point is 1036. That's 470 kilos.
Did you feel like you struggled with something like that?
This last time it was a work. I had
Did
to
you
work for
pass
it.
out on this one?
I didn't pass out, but I fell forward.
I know you. I seen you. I seen you share something that said, "I got to figure out this falling down thing." Yeah. What does that feel like? Because obviously I've never lifted anything that heavy or anything heavy enough to make me feel that. Is it just like a head rush and you kind of just, or you just let go so much and you're just still kind of pulling with your body and
I've yet to pass out lifting.
Oh.
To where the rush in the head is so much. I'm usually pretty controlled under the weight. The first time I ever fell at the Giants Live in Vegas, my feet slipped.
I think I've seen the video.
People say that he passed out.
I didn't pass out.
Oh, okay.
I slipped and I went backwards, and I had the weight locked out.
I seen him. Yeah, I think that's the one.
And so I fell backwards, and I was awake the whole time. And it was the longest fall. I just remember falling like I was like, no shit.
He did pull that. It would have counted, but
I lifted it. I just put it down the wrong way.
Oh, okay. Oh,
and then
because to do that again, you're like, you got to take all that.
The next year when I pulled it, and so like in powerlifting, you have to lift it clean, right? It's got to be from ground to lockout, no hitching, just a straight lift. In strongman, you could get it up as any way you can.
Oh, it don't matter how you do it. It can be the worst form ever, but as long as you get it and locked out, if you get it up,
that's it. And so
I criticized for it, but
yeah, I mean, I mean, the judges may criticize, but normal people who don't lift that much would be like, bro, okay, you got it.
Normal people are the ones who criticize the most.
It's funny, my dad's the one that fights people back on the internet for me. So
perfect. We need you. We need those fans in there.
But so I was hitching the crap out of it, right? And I was like trying to get it up, and when you got 1036 in your hands, the weight's fighting back on you, right? So like I hitched it really hard, and the weight whipped on me, and it threw me forward.
The bar bent,
and so like I locked it out. I held it there for the nut for the down call, and then it whipped me down, and then I fell forward with it, but I didn't pass out.
But it counted though.
It counted.
Okay.
And then this last time at Worlds, I was squatting, and I was in briefs. So it's same as like a deadlift suit. It'll spring you back up. It's like having a knee sleeve, but on your hips. Mm-hmm. And I was squatting, and it was 700 pounds for reps. So I'm what rep 16. I'm going for 17. I'm going for the win and I just can't lift it. And I get halfway, and my body gives out on me. So I drop the weight. But when I drop the weight, it loads the suit back up, and then and my head
spring back,
and my head comes out of where the bar's at, and I just spring back, and then my feet go up, and I remember it's like falling backwards. I saw my feet go up, and I said, "Oh, that's not gonna look good on TV, dude."
Either way, good positive negative. It's going somewhere.
To his defense, I looked at some other same weight and same thing. They fell the same way.
Oh so yeah. It's not... Well, like World's Strongest Man's our Super Bowl.
Okay.
So
that's the highest event.
I mean, it's the most prestigious. Okay. It's the one that's been around the longest.
So World's Strongest Man, I've seen where there's like World's Strongest Man USA. There's World's Strongest Man like Brazil, Europe, or something like that. Yeah. I'm not too sure, but
so it's you have the like out of the four majors.
Oh, okay.
Like you have the Arnold Classic, which is the second highest prestigious. You in the normal fan. Personally, I think that's the one that I want to win. Like if I had to pick out of all four, that's the one I want to win. I want to win the Arnold Classic. But if I win Worlds, shit, you know what I mean? Like
so, Worlds is everybody who qualified from
Yes.
the entire world.
Yeah,
is gonna
they
go.
usually take 30 or 25 guys.
In the past, it's been 30. Lately, it's 25.
Yeah,
And they just every
and
year
they
do they
split
just
you up in
decide?
groups.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, and they base it. But if you podium at a Giants Live the last year, you get an invite. And then if you podium at other places, and they can rank you based on how well you're doing.
The weight goes based on wherever you want or what you want or whatever the case may be.
And so they'll invite you on a wild card, or something like that. So they get 25 of the strongest dudes there in the world. And
And then you got to worry about what team you're in.
they put you in groups.
Oh, like you're on teams now?
No,
Well,
you're.
Oh,
groups.
okay.
So you got to make it out of the preliminary round.
So like soccer, they put you group.
Yeah.
Group.
So there's 5 guys. There's 5 groups of 5, and they seed them. I don't know how they seed them, but usually there's always like a top ranked guy, and then there's like
Stacked, man.
one or
So imagine being in a group with just a bunch of U's. Basically.
Well, that's how
But
it
I'm
is.
saying. Oh yeah, but I mean, like let's say your top 5 guys and 3 of them are in that same group, and you're
So-
like, fuck. I gotta
So
go.
making the World's Strongest Man finals is like an honor in itself.
Just making it to the
If you make it,
finals.
so my rookie year 24, was it? Yeah, 24. I was the first Mexican athlete to make a World's Strongest Man.
I've seen that.
finals.
That's crazy. Congratulations.
So that was a big honor, right? And you've made top 10 in the world. That's like, come on, that's real
Yeah.
shit, right? So, and when you go back to Worlds, that's the thing, to make the finals. But there's some dudes that have been in the sport so long that they can't even make it out of the groups, but they've considered like some of the best strongmen in the world. But making it out of the groups is like some of the hardest things you can do. But they'll get to a point where, I mean, at this point, the competitive level in the sport's so high, everyone's good,
right.
that I got thrown into a group where there was a 3-time returning champ. There was me, Matt Ragg, Shoewinkle,
Tom Stoughton.
Stolman's was a 3-time strongest. Whereas so there's 4 guys that made the finals
In your group.
in my group from previous years, and then there was a rookie, his first year.
Yeah,
And so there, out of those 4, out of those 5 guys, there's 2 dudes that made the finals that aren't going to make the finals.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So it's and those dudes have, like, Shoewinkle's beat Brian Shaw before, Matt Ragg. There's all these dudes have beaten some. Everyone's good.
Yeah.
And so this last year when I actually won my group, I beat Tom Stoltman, Matt Ragg, Shoewinkle, and this dude named Levi. But the thing is like that was a stacked group. There was another group that had a returning champ. At this Worlds, out of 25 guys, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that won it.
Yeah.
So like it's just a competitive sport.
Yeah, it's like competition. It's
It's a
crazy.
competitive sport, and so you make it to the finals, and then so you do 5 events, and you have to make it out of a group of 5, and then if you make it out of a group of 5, then you have another 2 days, 5 events of an even harder strongman show.
Yeah, so it's just getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay.
And then so after 4 days, they crown World's Strongest Man based on who scored the most points out of 10 events.
Wow, that's crazy.
And
what do you think when you go to these events? You see these guys and you see your son stacked.
Austin would tell me, "Look, Dad, I want to be like these guys one day." And as a dad, you tell him, "Yeah,
Encourage
go for it.
yeah.
Let's do it," And now he's rubbing elbows with these guys that he used to tell me he wanted to be like, and it's crazy, man. It's being in the back and seeing your son. It's to me, this is him playing pro football.
Right. No, I mean, yeah, this is different. I mean, there's probably guys in the NFL that wish they could do some of the things that you do.
I wish I got paid like them.
I think we all want to be paid like them for sure.
No,
It's a great feeling, man.
Like Jordan Mailata, the left tackle for the left or right tackle for the Eagles.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Okay, Simone guy.
Yeah. So his buddy Eddie Williams, they're from Australia. He competes at Worlds.
And he plays in the NFL?
No. So
his buddy
competes at Worlds. So
he came to support at the World's Strongest Man this year. He came to support Eddie Williams.
He saw him there.
Yeah, and he's and that's it. He comes back there and he's a foot taller than everyone back there.
Yeah, I mean those guys.
But he's skinny. And this is the left tackle of the NFL.
Well, yeah, you guys are big.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like you know, everyone looks at NFL players, especially offensive linemen. Like, look at
They
these
are.
gi-
I mean,
look at
they're
these
like,
giant
you know,
human beings.
6'5", 6'4", probably
Yeah.
300, 350, but they're like leaner guys, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, in a way. And then they get on, walk next to you guys, and y'all are just,
Oh, yeah, I make Jordan look skinny. Make him look like a
yeah, that's crazy.
like a skinny.
And he's a big guy. And Austin makes some
Right,
But don't
like
get me
if I-
wrong, but I have to look up at him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
6
But I
foot
mean, as
whatever.
far as like stack, well, yeah.
Yeah, but it's Worlds is a cool show because it's always like usually on a beach.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah.
outside too?
It's outside.
Oh, wow. Does that have anything to,
I like it. It's fun. I mean, you get to go to a
do you think
beach.
some people go, man, it's humid out here and I got to grip this. I need to put extra chalk. I need to.
Yeah, I mean, but we're from Texas, so we don't
Yeah,
throw it in. But we're used to the worst of the worst heat. So
Worse heat, it's humid,
Well,
if it rains.
people from England, you know, that the weather.
Oh, yeah.
They're here, and I'm sure
they get cooked a little bit. But
How is it over there? Have you been over there before?
I've competed in England quite a bit of times, but I've always competed in arenas there.
Yeah, okay.
And
But as far as like outside of there, like do you get to kind of go hang out, see some places and all?
Don't get me wrong, it's
Definitely different than here.
it's different. I've enjoyed what the sport's able to do for me. Like never in my life I thought I was gonna go to Europe.
Yeah,
And
me either. I
for
haven't
the
been.
last,
But I want to go.
For the
I
last,
say one thing, man. He looks making wearing a kilt look pretty, or what do you call it?
yeah.
Oh,
they-
Kel, yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
it look pretty cool, man.
That is
I
funny.
went- So, but the thing is, like since 2023, I've been to Europe every single year, once or
Okay.
twice a year, and like I've been able to travel with the sport.
Yeah,
I was just a kid from San Antonio, bro. Like I'm not,
Yeah.
like I wasn't supposed to be doing this shit in my mind, but now I am. I'm traveling the world doing this,
right.
which is cool. But so whenever I go, like I've been to London, and I actually went to the Texas embassy when Texas was considered a country back in 1863 or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
We had an embassy in London,
Oh, really?
and
Wow.
so there's a building that's now it's a brewery,
right.
but
of
they have a
course.
plaque.
Yeah.
They have a plaque that's the Republic of Texas, and like
Yeah, I
I've
think-
been able to see in history.
I think Texas became a state in 1845. I think it was. So yeah, it's probably older than that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been to Cardiff, Wales. I've been, the sports allowed me to go places, and I've experienced cultures and stuff like that. And England is definitely a trip because, like, as an American kid, like, you go to school and you see like, knights, castles, and all this stuff, and you go over there and
You
it's
actually
like,
really see it.
yeah, you really see it, and
Yeah.
it's just a big
I
city.
think. Do they still do that? They still like do like the knights jousting thing?
No, I don't think so.
Last time I ever saw that was when I
Maybe.
was in high school. Went to like did you ever go to high
Renaissance
school?
Festival?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the what's it called? Medieval times or something like that.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, I think they knight people still. Well, there's like the royal guards. They still have the like.
Oh
the
yeah.
kings
Like the
and stuff,
change of I forgot what they call it. Change the
but
guards or whatever.
It's not like. It's just a trip going, but like the most beautiful place I've ever been to was Scotland,
Mhm.
and that was at Rogue Invitation last year, and talk about like the whole castles and rolling hills, green, like you feel like you're going
Because you only see it usually in like pictures and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's like
bro.
green, but I
Bro,
mean,
went
seeing
to
it
a
in person.
castle, yeah. I went to an actual. I walked in a castle. It was a trip, bro, and then that's the year they like. Since it was in Scotland, Rogue, the equipment company that puts it on, there,
Yeah.
dude, hands down, like the
Because
most
initially,
perfect.
Rogue started doing. Did they start off with CrossFit initially?
yeah, they CrossFit.
Yeah.
So they bring
I was a
strongman
fan.
on. Yeah, they bring strongman. Well, obviously in those shows, CrossFit's the
Oh,
Yeah.
the main thing. Like you
Oh,
go to
okay.
see that, and we're kind of like a side piece to it. Like, but it's cool. You get to see these
nah, but I'm still those guys. I mean,
400
It's kind of
pounds.
like the Arnold. It's bodybuilding over here, and then you got the strongman back.
but if
there.
I had to choose a title, fittest man on earth
Or
versus
strongest
strong. I mean, it's just strongest man sounds better.
That's why.
I mean,
Hey,
I mean,
yeah.
fittest man is like, okay, I'm a beach body
okay,
guy.
cool. You get to
yeah.
run far now.
No, literally, I hate running. I hate running. Does anything you do involve any type of running?
Unfortunately, yeah. So there's some events where I actually have to sprint, and
Really?
I'm not known for.
Running fast?
Bro, that's the thing. My whole life, I've been offensive lineman.
Yeah, you ain't running far.
I've never been fast.
It's quick.
Yes.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's competing against strongmen that were swimmers and marathon
Runners.
runners, and
Wow.
so they're already built for that.
I'm not
Mm.
like I'm not. I can sprint once. You ask me to change directions and go and sprint
Yeah.
and move.
Yeah.
Nah, forget about it, bro. It's not good. But yeah, there's some events where I gotta do that, which it's a part of sport. You just gotta do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bitch about it, but
Was football the first sport you put him in when he was a kid?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
He's been playing football since he was 5 years old. all the way to 22. So
Yeah.
every fall he was involved in football, and when he decided not to play anymore, because he did play in like a semi-pro league afterwards.
Oh
no,
yeah.
no, no,
He
no,
thinks
that,
it's funny, but
that was adult Pop Warner, bro. That was 37 U.
Like yeah. I know exactly what you mean. We got
that
guys
broke
that,
my heart too. You know, I mean, but you
Hey,
know,
we won the Super Bowl though, and my 37 U team won the Super Bowl.
they still. I guess they call them like a semi-pro. Is what they
Yeah,
call
that's
it?
what it
Semi-pro?
is.
Yeah.
It's a league that's here
but
in
some
Texas.
of those games, man, they're better than
No,
the
yeah, they got
NFL
some, but
games,
there's
yeah.
some guys though, like that never went to college, or they did go to college and they never made it to the
Right,
league, whatever.
right,
They're
right.
still like, I mean, it's like the what's it called, UFL now. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, some of the guys that leave the NFL go play in the UFL or whatever. Or there's Texas alone has athletes that never made it to,
There was
out
yeah.
of college because
that
there's
was an
just
argument.
there's
He
just
used to
so
tell
many-
me, I'm too small. I don't think I can play. And I was like, oh my God.
shit.
Are
When you see
serious?
Jordan Mailata, you're like, oh, okay, he's a little short.
But that's I don't think you were going to be a tackle. I knew you were going to be a center. I mean, you've been playing center for all your life, you know, and that's,
yeah.
he's perfect center size.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I just wasn't fast enough, dude.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't,
always says.
I don't think, yeah, I mean, you're probably downplaying it, but,
But
you're probably
actually,
pretty
think
quick
about
and
it.
fast.
Since he was 5'2", 22, every fall, you'll get burnt out,
Yeah.
and I think that's what happened. Man.
Oh yeah, I got
honestly.
that.
Did he eat a lot growing up as a
Oh,
kid?
Come on, man. We all did, but yeah, you know, he Austin was the kind like you go to McDonald's, you want to get a Happy Meal, and he
Nah.
wanted a number 11 or number
Give me
7,
the Whopper,
double,
give me
double. You know, when he was like 7 years old, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, I walked into high school as 220.
Yeah.
I
As a
left.
freshman.
I left high school at 300 pounds.
Did you just grow into that, or did you try to get to 300?
No, I
Just
never
grew
really-
into it, man.
I
I mean, it's
Yeah.
genetics. I'm a big dude too, so
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it in him. It was going the same route, you know.
Yeah.
And then eventually, he just took it to another level, you know. I mean, which I'm glad he did because, you know, after if he's not doing anything, what are you gonna do? Just work and
Yeah.
I
terrible.
get
We
to
work- we work
I
for a
get to
living.
travel now, you know. That's kind of cool, you know. You travel to see your.
I always
kid,
wanted to do that with my dad. Like, I mean, my dad's my hero over anybody. Like, you know, we have look up to people, whatever the case may be. But you know, I will always aspire to be like who my dad is. Like, he may not make $1 million a year, whatever the case may be. But I think that's the humbling thing about like being a son to somebody who's basically your coach your entire life. Like, not instead of being your actual coach. Because I mean, obviously we have coaches for certain things, but like your dad is different. You know what I mean?
Your
It's-
mentor.
Yeah, your mentor for sure, because he knows you. Like, he raised you, so he knows when you were a kid, like when you really wanted to quit, when you didn't want to quit, or when you could have pushed him or
we got
couldn't
those
push him or
stories,
whatever.
too.
Because your coaches, you know, they only know you from when you got handed over to them and then
Yeah.
you go home. You're with them 24/7. You know what I mean? So
So I'll tell you a small story. So Austin was very timid when he was younger. Very timid. Very, you know, he didn't like violence. He didn't like confrontation. He was a very timid person. And then when he started playing football, I noticed that smaller kids were kind of pushing him around. And I kind of started thinking about it, and I was like, something's wrong here. Let me see what I can do to fix it. So I got an older cousin of him
Oh,
to
bro.
suit up in football pads, and I suited him up in football pads.
Yeah. In
And
the
I
front,
had
in the
him
front,
run-
the front lawn, bro, at the house, and just,
everybody there.
Run the crap over him until he started fighting back.
You must know my dad, because I think we all got the same story. Because he did it to me too.
it's-
And in football, oh my God, he started running over people, man.
well, it got to a point where I was like, oh, y'all don't hit as hard as my cousin.
Yeah.
Y'all, I was just like, y'all.
I had cousins that like didn't even play football, that were good at football or good at sports in general. You know, they want to do whatever else they wanted to do, but they put some. My uncle Pete, shout out Uncle Pete. He was that uncle. Like, y'all are gonna fight right here. Y'all are gonna wrestle, and y'all are gonna do it in front of everybody. And
Yeah.
it didn't matter who won or lose. They just wanted you to do that, because those little small lessons, even though they probably aren't the best parenting, but they do teach you some small lessons that are gonna come in life, that are gonna, you know,
man,
they call
I
you
mean,
adversity.
Life's
you know?
gonna hit you a lot harder, man.
I don't think anybody can prepare
You know what I'm saying?
for that.
I have brothers, so I grew with brothers, and
Yeah.
it was survival of the fittest, man. So
How many
know?
brothers? Only brothers? You have
yeah,
sisters?
we're 4 boys in my family.
Okay. Who?
And,
Are you the
I'm
oldest?
the second oldest,
Okay, I got you.
but you know, I taught my little brothers to be tough, and
Yeah.
I had to do that to my son too, and my younger son, same thing.
So it's just two of y'all then? You and your younger
Me and
brother?
my younger brother, yeah.
What's
Then
his name?
Paul.
Paul? I got you.
And then he just was my nephew. So his son just had his second birthday yesterday, and it's the same thing. We're like looking at this little kid, and I'm like, eventually we're gonna have to put him on that lesson.
Isn't it funny? Like you said, like you're like, all right, let's see how they're gonna turn out. Let's see if we gotta put them through the ringer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
And my the way I raise the kids, it's not what I wanted, it's what they wanted. So Austin chose football, and I told him, you be the best football player you can be. My younger son was baseball, and he did the same thing. You know, he did play football as well, but I mean, I knew that wasn't gonna be, his cup of tea.
right.
And hopefully we can do that for my grandkid.
Is your you said Paul? Is he big too? Big guy?
He is big, not as big as Austin, but I was watching him last night at my nephew's birthday party, and all his friends, he's a lot bigger than his friends. So yeah, he's a big dude too.
Gotcha.
I mean, he's not big per se, but he's bigger than
like your average person. What it was, an average male, like 6 foot 220. He's
I'm below average, obviously.
He's at 6 foot 240. Like he's a
big guy.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. He's
obviously I'm 400 pounds. Like I've always no matter. We were eating breakfast right now, and every time I walk into a restaurant, bro, people are like, "Oh, what the hell?" You know what I
Like
mean?
you probably walk in a buffet, they're like, "This dude about to stack this shit up." You know what I mean? So
Hey, believe it or not, I can't eat like that.
really, you don't eat a lot,
Not, in one sitting, no.
but you can eat a lot.
I
Throughout the
eat
day.
throughout the day. Like I have to, like, because I work with a nutritionist. He's basically coached me in the last couple of years to eat a certain amount every couple hours.
Oh, okay.
So I just start burning food.
Yeah.
And
Well, it takes a lot for you just to run.
Yeah.
On your body.
So like in a couple hours, I'm gonna need to eat something, and then when we drive back, I'm gonna like, where's my next meal? And then when I get home, it's where's my next meal kind of thing. But
yeah.
I can't like. If we go to a buffet, you'd be like, this dude has to waste my money on this dude because he didn't even like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're like, we go out to eat and I can't finish something. Like, Austin,
He got it.
Oh, but don't get me wrong. Like I still put down.
Yeah,
if I need to,
trash disposal kind of thing. Yeah, no.
That's always been a thing though.
I used to be like that, but the older you get, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So eventually it's gonna stop for him too. But
Because how old are you now?
32.
32. Okay.
Yep.
When's your birthday?
January 20th.
So you just had a birthday. Happy late birthday. Cool. And then Paul's how old?
28.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
my
4 years.
brother's
4 years.
My brother's 31. He's at the house, right? But yeah, I think he's 31. My bad. But my little brother though, me and him are opposite. Kind of the same thing. Like I like to play. We both play football. He played baseball, whatever. But my brother's a bigger guy. Obviously a little leaner than he is, but that dude's smart, man. He's been in school for 10 years now. He's about to be an ophthalmologist. He was at UTSA. He's doing his clinicals now, but he's been, he'll be a doctor when he's done. So that's the best part about it. So I've been supporting him in that, helping him in that. And
that's badass.
Different type of, but again, back to the different types. Like I was a sales type of guy. Like I work in the car dealership. So I'm manager there and he's on that side. So it's like two totally different type of minds, same parents, same everything. But then, they kind of do their own thing, not in a bad way. They're both attacking the world in the same kind of way, but they need to, we were talking about this. Actually, we and Brenda were talking about this. So where do they decide to have these events? Like when it's Rogue, do they just pick a different area every single time, or how do they choose the venue?
It's been here in Austin a couple years, hasn't it?
Yeah, so the Rogue Invitational 3 years ago was in Round Rock at Del Diamond.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's where they play the baseball, right? Round Rock
Yeah.
Expressways. Okay. So they turned the field like
They turned this field into a CrossFit / Strongman arena. I actually went to spectate there one time as like just a fan of the sport.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, 2 years later, I'll be competing at that same show. But
that's cool.
Each one of these majors are ran by different organizations. So World's Strongest Man was under this TV contract, and they have X amount of money. Years they've had in the Philippines and
that'd be kind of crazy.
Africa,
Malta.
But for the most part, it's just easier and better to have in the States because it's just like everything's here. And
do you think there's more bigger fan base in the United States than there's other parts of the world?
No,
dude.
Yeah, strictly European, I think.
You want a big fan base, you go to Europe, and if you want even bigger fan base, you stick it in England.
When's the? Well, I'll get back to this question part of it, but talking about the venue part. So you see how they're throwing like the boxing thing at the White House?
Yeah.
I don't know whoever would have thought that would have ever happened, but I guess if you got a lot of money, you can probably do whatever you want. Yeah. But imagine you're on the front lawn, you know what I mean?
The White House?
The White House just lifting heavy shit. They probably make y'all lift
Hey,
them.
yeah,
They probably
yeah,
make y'all
yeah.
lift those pillars. Don't y'all lift something similar to
Yeah,
that?
I mean,
yeah, they gotta hold the pillars.
Yeah.
What is it called?
the Hercules hold.
Hercules hold.
Oh yeah, we are holding them like this.
Yeah.
What's that like?
That
Does it feel like it's literally
that's
ripping
not
you
even
apart?
about strength, bro. That's about pain tolerance.
Yeah, I was about to ask. Is that at some point it just feels like it's ripping you apart?
It's like your hand, like guys' hands look like they just got torn to pieces after some of those events because they'll catch a callus. And
Oh,
they'll
rip
just,
it smooth
and
off.
They'll just rip it off, and then you're screwed the rest of
I
the
was to
event.
say the rest of the event, you're just like.
Yeah, and yeah, that's a pain tolerance one. But
What do you think is the hardest event that you've done?
bro? They come up with some of the craziest shit you've ever.
Because you really don't. You prepare, but like you don't really know what they're gonna throw at you
No, yeah,
until you
and,
get there.
and like I was saying, like each like one of these ran by different people. There's a different flavor for each show. World Strongest Man's a lighter show, more running, more made for TV, and
Because I've seen one, yeah, where you were running. There was like 6 different things that you had to run back and forth, pick up, throw them, run back, go, and pick them.
that's more of a world's event.
Okay.
The Arnold Classic is 2 feet in the ground. Who's got the bigger balls?
And
who's the
can lift
strongest?
most, and
No running. There's 1,000 pounds
Just
on the
right
bar.
here. You gonna lift it or not?
Yeah, like we've had dumbbell, like a circus dumbbell. You seen
Oh
this?
yeah. I've seen
Like
that,
the lightest circus dumbbell you walk out to is going to be 274 pounds. That's the lightest, and that's one hand lift.
So you're just basically cleaning it.
Yeah. Versus that same event at World Strongest Man, they'll have
a medley.
180-pound dumbbell.
Oh,
versus-
okay.
so-
Does it? It just starts lower.
well, it just depends on the event, and then so like there's always they come up with these different events to because the ultimate goal from each one of these shows is to figure out who the strongest man is, right? So the promoter, the judges, everyone that comes with the show they're coming up with these different events, different facets of strength to test different aspects of strength, because you got power strength, you have throwing strength, you have strength endurance, you have
Endurance.
all this stuff that they want to test in these different events. So they come up with these new cool things that if it's going to look cool for TV, if it's that's mainly the main-
viewership.
it's gonna so like yeah, we can all deadlift on a regular bar, but someone's gonna want us watch us deadlift on tires
Just cause.
because it's
Now
hammer
it's-
tires.
yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's
Because don't y'all carry a car?
we do car
Like walk
carry.
with a car.
So like a yoke carry. That's a yoke, like that's the lift, actually exercise, but they put it inside a bug,
Yeah.
and so you're sprinting down with the bug. But I've done that same lift with safes on the side.
Safes.
Yeah, like gun safes or ammo safes.
Oh, I think I did see that.
So like that the one at Worlds is like 1,000 pounds. That one that I did at Strongest Man on Earth is 1,400 pounds. And so like that's how
Do you ever sit there and they like? So when do they tell you what the event's gonna be?
they'll give it to us about 10 to 8 weeks out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
you
you
can
can
train
kind
for
of
it.
train for it. Okay.
No, you need to, because at this point, the way how competitive and how heavy the shows are getting, that if they spring something on us like that, we'll hurt ourselves.
That doesn't say the next is now it's like injury.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now you're like, I didn't even prepare to do
Yeah.
this with my shoulder
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
So
that would suck.
there's weeks of training and priming your body to get ready for a show that we've mastered at heavy metal.
Yeah.
And our coach and the owner of the gym, like he comes from this strength background, and so he knows how to peak us for shows. Like if you ask me to lift something right now, if you ask me to do the same lifts I did at the Arnold in March, not gonna happen because I'm not primed for it. Yes, I'm strong, whatever, right? But
now your muscle
But,
memory,
yeah.
everything going into.
I
the
mean, don't get
motion
me
of
wrong.
going
Like I
on.
could do something, but I'm more prone to hurt myself now than I am
Yeah.
when I prime myself
What
for
you
that
did
show.
for that. Mm.
Yeah. So, but Strongest Man on Earth, the show that just unfortunately had to be, it's no longer happened because of funding and all that. That was another heavy
I was
show.
gonna ask, is that why that discontinue?
It's just like, well, it's the same thing with like, there's no like there's the NFL, there's NBA, there's NHL, right?
Mhm.
There's no Strongman Federation or Strongman.
Oh, okay. So
So,
it's
like,
all individual.
yeah.
So it's
That's why
whoever's.
I think it's the sport's bigger in Europe than it is here.
Because there's an ex. I guess he would still could be considered a strongman, but he was a strongman, but he has his own show now, right?
Though that was the one I'm talking about, Brian Shaw.
Yeah, that one. Okay,
Yeah,
so that one's
was
not.
a show that he's
yeah,
not doing anymore.
okay.
So he was
Oh,
running it. He was the one that put it on and ran it, and he had family stuff to come up, and he was just like, "No, I'm not gonna do this no more."
Mm.
And that's on him. That's what he wanted to do, but that's also his show, so he could do whatever the hell
Whatever he
wants
wants,
with the
yeah.
show.
But
Um,
that guy gave Austin his big break, man.
Oh yeah,
You know,
So
he was able to go in there and win the Open Classic in 20.
There's like a pro am. He had like the pro show and he had a pro am.
Oh,
Won
okay.
the pro am.
and that
Okay.
gave you a spot the next year with the big guys.
The pro show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's for Austin. That was kind of his debut,
Yeah.
his rookie year.
Yeah.
But
And he did pretty good, actually.
yeah. And then the Rogue Invitational is ran by obviously Rogue. And since it's paired with a CrossFit, there's some events in there that are like CrossFit-esque that have a little bit more endurance.
Yeah.
We did a event that's probably the hardest event I've ever done in my life. And to answer that question, we had to do a 1,050-pound yoke, 50 feet. And then we had to take 3 implements that they're like these boxes with handles on it, and you had to pick them up and walk with them between your. It's called the duck walk. So they're between your legs, and it's the most awkward lift in the world.
Yeah, because you're just.
And they're 500, 550, 600 pounds. And then once you get to the end of the duck walk course, you have to take them upstairs. And that was probably, it was 2 minutes long. I didn't even finish it. Yeah, it was the hardest shit I've ever done in my life. I was like, got done with that, and then luckily it was the last time I
not
did it.
only a lot of people didn't finish.
Yeah,
you
I mean,
know, so.
Dude, you got done with that, and you're just like, this is, why am I doing that? Was one of those.
Do you ever watch somebody go like before you, and you're like, damn, he struggled with that. I feel like maybe I'm gonna struggle with that.
Yeah.
I mean, naturally, as a human, you see somebody watch somebody for a long time, you're like, fuck.
Well, that's how they prepare themselves, because depending on who goes first, you know what you need to do.
I was gonna say, because when I was watching the Arnold one, you could start at a certain weight if you wanted to. I know certain guys started at certain ones on the deadlift.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that guy started way lower than this other guy. And then there was one that was way higher than that guy, and I was like, okay.
So you playing the game a little bit. That's where you play the game a little bit.
But there was a dude who did one that was like super light, and he did it with ease. But then his next lift was like crazy high. But I guess he was trying to psych out a dude maybe beforehand.
Yeah, so that's part of playing the game.
Okay.
There's part of playing, like, you obviously know.
You realistically going in, even if you feel like shit or not, do you know, like, I know no matter what day I wake up on, I can lift that shit no matter what.
Yeah, there's those weights. And that's usually your opener.
Oh, okay.
And then that's like, if you have 3 lifts, and then the second lift is going to be something that's either your PR a little bit more or a little bit underneath, just so you could like get good points on the board.
Do you ever wake, like when you go to the shows, do you wake up, like on certain shows you go, today I want to just lift this most I've ever had in my life?
Well, I mean, not just that. Yeah.
Or do you like, fuck, I don't think I can do that today, but I'm gonna fucking
No, I mean, that's the whole part of the preparation of it.
Mm.
That you just want to, like, you want to make sure you get to that day. Like during the whole prep for the show, those months leading up, I'm not hitting weights that are.
He's not maxing out.
Yeah. You're just preparing.
I'm priming myself to when I hit my max, it's for the day of the show.
You want to be at peak performance and hit.
So there's a lot of times he's performing, he's done PRs. He's never done that before.
I think it's harder in your sport too. That's one of the harder things I thought about too. I was thinking about this yesterday. Is like baseball, football, basketball, whatever. They can have a shitty game, and they got either 16, 17 other games to play, or 80 something, whatever the case. They got another night to show up, and they have more time to show face to make up for maybe a terrible day or a terrible night.
Mm-hmm.
If you only got 4 real
major
shows, 4 major shows, and you fuck up one, they might go, well, the next
and
one,
it's all invite.
That's what I'm saying. They may go, can you get like uninvited?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. See, that's what I'm saying. You get, so that now it makes my case for this statement even more true.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you can't really fuck up at all.
No, it's not. Yeah, because if you do, then
like there's more
and then there's a dude that's right behind you that's hungry,
waiting to get in there. Like, oh, and not that this is a good thing, but they're hoping that you mess up.
Yeah,
because they want a shot
every year.
Oh, that was me. That was me.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I was waiting for someone to mess up to give me my opportunity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's
that's
just the nature of the sport.
You got to be hungry to go. That's I mean, hungry to push and be better. So when was the moment that you felt like when did you say I'm gonna start lifting heavy shit and competing? Like when did you first put your name on the list, sign up, pay that sign up fee?
You're talking about like parking lot events?
Yeah. Whatever it was, when you were like this is my start to this career.
The first one was the Harley Davidson one, right?
Yeah, he called me up. He goes, "Dad, you want to go see a Strongman show? I'm going to be in it." And I was like,
and this is in San Antonio?
It was in the Braunfels, the first
Braunfels. Okay.
Yeah. That was what, 2018? You did pretty good for his first show.
We did deadlifting and we did bench press, which we never do in Strongman. It was just,
As I say, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that.
it wasn't like a sanctioned show. So like coming up in amateurs, there's the Strongman Corporation, and then there's United States USS Strongman, and you can get pro cards through those federations. It's the same as like IPF or USPL, like powerlifting.
Yeah.
For the amateur level, and so you have to do well in the amateur level, and then do good these pro-ams, and then hopefully get invited by one of these big federations or big majors to get your shot. So there's a whole amateur scene that you got to make it through. And the very first one I did wasn't even an amateur show. It was just, let's build the sport, let's get guys out there. So our gym, Heavy Metal, got a part of this and took everyone out to this parking lot in the back of a Harley Davidson in New Braunfels.
And just set it up.
And we were pulling a SWAT vehicle.
Yeah.
And then we did bench press, deadlift, or something else we did. But that was like my first like strongman experience.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this is fun. Like, I'm hooked.
As I say, now you're hooked.
Yeah. So and then it was like, my very first sanctioned show was in Austin at a gym called Big Tex. And that was the very first sanctioned amateur show that I did, and I ended up winning it. And then I did another one called the Ronnie Coleman Classic, which was in Fort Worth, which this was all 2018. And then I won that one, and I was like, damn, I'm pretty good at this. Let me go to a nationals. So we go to a nationals.
So you just put in, like, look up national shows and put it
So
in?
so you through those amateur shows, you qualify for nationals.
Okay.
So you got to win it, take first, second, third, whatever the qualifications say, and then you go to the nationals event.
Which did we do first?
USS.
Ohio or
Yeah.
the Virginia?
Ohio.
Okay.
So it was in Ohio, and mind you, this is amateur, so we're funding. This is all funded.
Oh, we did a
plate sale.
plate sale.
I was gonna get into that in a minute, but yeah, I was gonna say, so obviously you have to. This is your life now, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when, like, have you ever had a normal job? I'm assuming you
I
have.
still got a normal job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I work for the appraisal district, so I do property taxes.
In San Antonio?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I come.
Yeah,
Dad, call him.
Yeah, no, call
Okay.
me, yeah, we'll take care of you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. Okay. So how long have you done that?
Oh shit, I've been there 8 years now.
Oh, okay. Did you have to go to school for this? You just worked there and worked your way?
One of the qualifications, you have to have a bachelor's degree.
Okay.
So yeah, that was it. But they trained you, did all that stuff, and I did. It wasn't like, so our family's been in construction forever, and my dad owned a framing company when I was in high school. My uncles have been in fixing people's roofs, and
Do they all still do construction?
couple of them.
Okay.
The youngest two still do some type of construction. They're managers and
Yeah.
PMs and all that
For companies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And damn, I didn't know where I was going with that, but
Hey, they can hire our construction company that I have to do some of y'all's work.
was going with that, but
So what was your job prior to that?
oh, yeah, so when I moved to San Antonio, that was when everyone's like roofs were getting messed up with the hail, and their little roofing company that they started was kicking off, and they needed help.
Everybody needed it.
And so I was like, so I moved from Arizona to San Antonio so I can.
We were doing the job, and my brother goes, you know what? We need someone because we have a.
I just graduated college.
And this is when? What year is this?
2017.
Okay.
And we said, would be a good candidate, and they go, well, Austin, but he lives in Arizona. Well, let's get him down here. So I called him up. I say, your uncle want to offer you a job. And he was here that next weekend, huh?
Yeah,
So really, that was your first job out of college?
That's what moved me down to San Antonio.
Oh, shit.
And then...
is this where you met your wife, is in Arizona?
No, in Colorado.
Colorado. Yeah. Okay. So high school, Arizona, go to college in Colorado. Yeah. And that's where you met her.
Yeah.
So she's from Colorado.
No,
born in San Antonio.
No, Maisie's from Arizona, but she played volleyball at Adams State, and that's where we met.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. How y'all just...
Well, she's actually originally from New Mexico.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's from Roswell, so she's my alien wife.
Yeah, I was going to say. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, her family still lives there.
Did y'all ever do that whole drive up to the part where they say you can't go and all that?
I actually, when I played junior college, I actually played New Mexico Military Institute, and that's in Roswell.
Like on base?
Yeah, like it's a military institute. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like what's funny is
It's
it was-
gated. You got to go in.
yeah. So we go do it, but I actually get in a fight that game. I got blindsided.
See, he is a fighter. You can't push him
Well,
around.
now I got hit so hard and I lost my breath. This is the first time I got knocked out.
The blind side, though. I mean, you
in the
can't.
game.
Yeah.
And I was hot,
It
bro.
was a cheap shot, man.
At the end of the game too.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude sucks.
It was, and so I was hot, bro. And then anyways, we're doing the shaking hands, and I'm like, mother effing the coaches, and I'm like starting to fight people, and
Like their coach.
yeah, like I'm getting pissed, dude. And I was like, bro, Roswell, I'm never coming back here. And I married my wife,
Wow,
and she's
full
no
circle.
And then of course, bro, I was like driving back to Roswell. I was like, there's no way that I'm going back.
Going
to this
back here, I said, "Fuck this place." I was never coming back.
Yeah, bro, it was like that. But we they got me a job. I was gonna go with it. They got me a job working for a house
A
like
new home builder.
new home builder.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so I was doing that for a year, and I realized that I can't do adult babysitting.
Bro, fuck no. My dad told me since, like you're talking about, and my dad's always been a supervisor, manager,
Yeah.
director, something. And he's like, son, I'm gonna just tell you now. And this is when I got into management early. I was like 19, almost 20, and I've been in management ever since. And he's like, but before that, I'm talking when I was like 14 years old. He'd come home, be fucking mad, not mad, but just frustrated or whatever. And he was like, one day, son, you're gonna realize that some people just never grow up.
No.
And I'm like, so then when I became a manager, you know, I'm telling people that were older than me, more
Yeah.
seasoned than me, who probably did know more shit than me for real. Don't get me wrong. And they were just like, why the fuck would I listen to you for?
Yeah.
You got that part. Then you got the ones that just don't actually know, or they never experienced any of
Mhm.
those types of things too. So what was your first job?
First job ever in my whole life, I was a bouncer.
Of course. A bouncer, but how old were you?
17, 18?
Did they know you were 17 or 18 years old?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if
So
they just
it
thought like,
was-
shit, this dude's big. Let's get him in here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's kind of what it was.
Of course.
And that was when I've never been in a fight until that.
But that's
until
because you
working.
had to.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
But I never was like my dad said. I was never the guy that was like
Yeah.
scrapping for no
It's
reason.
really not worth it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, because it was when I was playing junior college football, and this was in Arizona, so it was at a venue, and like I would only work when bands came and like artists came to
Mm-hmm.
rappers or whatever, so it wasn't like every night, and we got done at like 10, 11 o'clock anyway, so it was all cash. It was I would
Yeah,
consider
here
my
you go.
first job, right, kind of thing. But they liked me because I could, like, if we need more help, I just ask the guys on the team.
Hey, bro, pull up.
Yeah, for real. That's how it was. And so, like, I got a lot of dudes, and this is when I was playing junior college, and talk about not having no money. Those dudes had no money.
So they was ready.
Yeah, they were just like, and I was bringing dudes that, like, we go to a hardcore metal concert, and I have my black friends with me that have never seen this culture
Type of music. Yeah.
ever in their life, and they're just like, they're freaking out on a mosh pit. And I'm just like, chill out. They're not really fighting.
Oh yeah, because they're going
Yeah,
at it.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then,
But how do you know when you need to break up a mosh pit?
oh, so
Because really, it's a lot of pushing. Maybe every now
Yeah.
and then a little something, but like,
I mean, people throw some cheap stuff every now and then, but I've been so like, I guess I enjoyed that kind of music growing up. Yeah, so I knew it, but you can tell when someone's like trying to beat someone up.
because really, if they're all standing up, moving and moving around,
Yeah.
and bunking at each other, whatever. If a dude falls and they start trying to stomp him out, you're
Yeah.
like, okay, motherfucker.
Yeah, we go break it
yeah.
up or take someone out.
So they're probably like the whole time, like kind of.
Yeah, bro, they're ready to, and I was just like, and they got their football gloves on and they're ready to go right there, and I'm just telling them,
Fuck,
chill
imagine
out, chill
having
out.
like the whole O line like
No, that's
breaking
how
up.
it was, man. That's how it was, and it was, dude. We had some good times, bro. Because like we never lost a fight.
I mean,
It's like the house always wins kind of thing, and
Yeah.
So, and there was times like, and mind you, like, you know who that rapper Logic is?
Mhm.
I stopped him from coming because I had no idea who he was. Like this is when he first started coming up, and he looked like a little kid to me.
yeah.
And he started walking the bar. I was like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? And the guy's like, hey, that's the artist. I was like, who are you talking
His
about?
headliner, bro.
Yeah, for real. And I was like, and we had like some of the like Riff Raff
Uh-huh.
did a show there. Who's the Justin Bieber guy? Aaron Carter.
Oh, that's what.
You know who Aaron Carter is?
I don't think so.
He's one of the NSYNC's little brothers.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyways,
Do you know who Aaron Carter is?
no.
She would.
Hey, so there's a
He
picture.
passed away, then?
I think he did.
The guy
No.
you're talking about, Aaron Carter?
I think he did.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I think he did. When he
R.I.P.
did a show, but he was dancing. He was dancing on stage, and this is a venue that's like small, bro. There's probably 800 people should.
Where at in Arizona is this?
Tucson.
Oh, okay, Tucson. Yeah,
And-
you did say that.
This dude gets too close to the crowd, and it's all the sororities of all University of Arizona there. There's 800 people in this room, and there's probably 40 dudes, and this is a madhouse, right? And this guy gets too close to the edge of the stage, and these chicks grab him, and about to do horrible things to this man, and I saw him go in, and they grabbed him. And I saw his belt loop, and I was on the side of the stage, or the back of his pants, and I grabbed his pants, and I ripped him out. And there's a picture out there where I got Aaron Carter picked up like this in my hands on
Damn.
the side of a stage, bro, because he was about to get
We're gonna clip that in.
molested on the. It was bad, dude. But there was a. Yeah, he knew what he was doing, but
He's like, no, let me go, let me
but
go.
there was so he had his like little crew that was his backup dancers on stage, and I'm telling you, bro, this stage is no bigger than this room, and there's a drum set, there's speakers.
So it's enough for him to just do his thing.
Yes,
Right
and
there.
like this is like a grungy, like this is where punk music's like
Just it's popular.
yes, and this dude is Aaron Carter's got all these people here. But anyways, so yeah, I've done shows like that. That was my first job, was working
Yeah.
that kind of security.
Yeah. Fuck.
It was
Yeah.
fun, man. It was a lot of
Literally
fun.
threw you to the wolves for sure.
But it was fun, dude, because like it was like that. Like we knew we were gonna win the fights.
Yeah.
So if we took someone out, I was a part of this drug bust, dude. There was this dude that was selling cocaine in the crowd, and I saw him taking hits off his key, little bumps off his key, and I was like, well, you can't be doing that. So I took him out, and they're like saying, oh, I'm on a power trip or something, and I do too much for my job or something. And this is a venue full of a whole bunch of people, and I took him out, and then my boss is like, why'd you take him out? I was like, well, this dude's doing coke in the crowd, like, and he said, we can't be doing that, right? And then I don't know what happened. Next thing you know, we're in this big brawl in the front of the, like, this is when World Star was big too. That's all I remember. All I remember was this dude gets in front of me and he like pushes me, and then I push him back.
So you took him out and then y'all go back inside?
No,
the venue?
we're in front of the venue.
Oh, okay. So it's just him by himself, or he's got his
No,
boys?
he's got his boys. I got my crew. There's a tour bus that's in the parking the parking space right in front of the door. There's a line of people still trying to get in. But the most memorable part of this thing is like he pushed me and I pushed him back. And as soon as I pushed him back, I heard some guy go, World Star. And then we just started throwing hands, bro.
Fuck it.
It was fun.
That's like the ding ding. You hear World Star, it's like ding ding.
That's how. And then next thing you know, after this brawl happens, and the dust is settled, right? The dude I took out is on a cop car, handcuffed up, and bro, just the whole hood of
Just bags of shit.
Yes, bro.
Damn.
And he's like, hey, the cop comes up and says, thanks for doing this, man. We've been looking for this guy for a while.
Oh, so shit, he was wanted.
Yes.
What a fucking idiot.
This is crazy. It's good times at The Rock, bro. I'll shout them.
That's what it's called?
The Rock. Well, I don't think it exists anymore, but
Probably not. I've been to Arizona before. I've only been to Scottsdale.
nice area, huh?
And then it was for training, you know, of course. They have a nice facility and everything like that. Scottsdale, and then Mesa, I believe is what it's called. So, and they have these her name's Naomi, is a really good friend of mine that I had from school. She was going to school out there, but I just so happened to go for this training, and she's like, hey, let me show you around this part or whatever. And it's right there in wherever ASU was, where she showed me that they had just built the wraparound part of the stadium. And so this would have been like around that time, 2016, 2017. But there's this restaurant, they're called, and they don't call them quesadillas over there, they're called quesas, is what they call them. And they're stuffed basically in a way, kind of like a big empanada.
Yeah.
But they're so good. Anyways, that's about the only good food I had there when I was there. But
Yeah. What was
You know, it's Sonoran hot dog.
Sonoran hot dog?
I like Mexican hot dogs, so
Oh.
whatever.
Oh, it's
yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it originated
Over there.
in there.
I was on a hot dog trip for like recently. Shout out Willie, he's got his ATX hot dogs here. He's Puerto Rican, but yeah, like now they're everywhere. Like you go downtown 6th Street. Like I I rarely ever really just go out. I do. Don't clip this in because y'all gonna have pictures of me out there in the streets. But um, every time I see a hot dog, dude, rolling, I gotta get one.
Try it
Cook
out.
it right then and there. Yeah,
You ever
wrapped
go
in
down
bacon.
to Tucson, try Güero Canelo.
Güero Canelo.
Yeah, they're world famous Sonoran hot dogs.
Wow. Yeah, no, I love
That's how I got big, bro. In high school, it was fucking
hot dogs. Fucking hot. Just eating hot dogs. No ramen, just fucking hot
No,
dogs.
bro, this bacon wrap hot dog.
Bro, they're so good.
With beans, and I mean they make a hot dog.
Oh no. Oh, they put beans on it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've never had. Yeah, no,
Bro,
definitely
they
never
do
had it with beans.
Salsas and everything on top.
I've had it with, but I've never had it with beans before. That's different.
Yeah, it's
So, yeah, Güero
you have
Canelo.
to try it, man. I mean,
No, I'm not.
saying it for
I'm
you.
not gonna not try. I'll try everything once in my life, man. But no, that's crazy. That's
He's the one to turn me on to it when I'd go visit, and he'd tell me,
Yeah.
yeah, let's go here, and we'd go, and I said, man, this is a spot.
Well, you know how it is out there. Everything's like a salad, dude. And everything.
Everything.
Is like beef fajitas. So
Right.
it's like it's a different type of Mexican food.
yeah. It is definitely different. I guess depending on like who's cooking, like you said, wherever it is. But San Antonio has a lot of. Have you always lived in San Antonio?
Always born and raised.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, my stepmom's family, yeah, they lived there for a long time. I don't know, but I go to every time I go to San Antonio, I stop at this place called Garcia's. It's like right outside of San Antonio. They serve like brisket tacos, and it's so they put guacamole in there. There's salsa that they make, and they smoke their brisket like barbecue style,
Yeah, no, of course.
and then they just throw it in there. But they have is it called Barbacoa and Big Red Festival
Hell yeah.
over there? You been there? I haven't been. I
don't
want.
know if I've been to the festival, but
I wanna
kinda
go.
Grew up on that.
Yeah, it's natural. That's
Sunday
everyday
morning.
food. Yeah. But they have like a festival. I mean, San Antonio has a festival for
Everything.
every air festival, strawberry festival. That's a boutique. You know, every kind of. My dad is always doing something. And that was the cool thing because I grew up in Temple, which is an hour from here.
Yeah.
So, when he moved to San Antonio, dude, even still, like every other weekend, there's something.
That's funny you said that when Austin's mom and I would meet to do the exchange.
In Temple?
Was in Temple.
Oh, okay. Where was she living?
Well,
Forward?
we lived in
Arlington.
Arlington. for
Oh,
a little
okay.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was our halfway point.
I would spend Christmas and summers with my dad.
Oh, so you live with your mom's up
Yeah, I
there
lived with my mom for school
in Arlington?
in Arlington, and then when I was
Oh, you definitely
2002?
were a Cowboy fan for sure. Yeah, no choice.
What's that?
When did I move to Arizona? 2002.
Yeah, you were like in fourth, fifth.
Yeah, 2000.
Oh, so she moved.
Yeah, my mom.
Oh, okay.
And
Her mom and dad are.
my grandparents, on my mom's side, lived in Tucson.
Because Tucson's like right there at the bottom, right? When you go through
Oh.
Arizona.
It's
Not
probably
too
about
close
it's
to
probably about it's probably about a 2-hour drive to the border.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's probably
It's a lot closer than here, but
biggest
Yeah.
city south of
Phoenix.
yeah.
Phoenix. Yeah. Yeah, I used to drive all the time with my mom. Every spring break, summer, Christmas, Thanksgiving, any break that I had from school, we would drive to Nuevo Laredo,
Mhm.
and that's where we cross over. Meet my grandpa there off a bus, get in the car, and drive to Guanajuato. It was like another 18 hours. And it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
crazy. But the food over there is even way more different than over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So, but yeah,
You know about that part-time life too, huh? About going.
that's why everything you're telling me, I'm like, bro, I know. I feel it. You know,
Yeah.
my parents split, same thing. But luckily, they were in the same town. But
When
was-
when you moved to Arizona, it was funny because when you do the exchange at the airport, you know, he started flying by himself. So
oh, never done that as a kid.
so I would be waiting for him, right? And here comes Austin with this little stewardess or whatever, and he's all almost 6 feet tall, you know.
And she's walking him over there.
Yeah.
Here's your son.
Here's your-
Here's your big baby.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was
like kick. I wouldn't get a kick out of that.
Oh yeah, because we were when we were in when I moved to Tucson, it wasn't driving. You didn't drive no more. I flew.
Oh yeah. That's it.
Because like say I had a weekend with them, if we drove, it'd be half our weekend would be driving. So I mean, we just proceeded.
Yeah, because that's a long drive.
14 hours. I just did it because we went to go visit my now my wife's family lives in Tucson too, conveniently. So
Yeah.
no, honestly, like we were there last week, so for my brother-in-law's graduation, so we were able to go see his graduation. He graduated high school
Mhm.
and see my in-laws, but at the same time, I got to see my mom too. So
Oh yeah.
we just
Well,
did
it's
this
convenient
about
now, like you said,
12
you'll be able to go
14
do
hour
that and knock that out at the same time. Two birds, one stone kind of thing. How does your job feel about you being a competitor?
competitive.
Do
They're
they-
awesome, man.
Do they like? Do you think they really realize like the?
I have to give it to the chief appraiser, the head honcho there knows what I do.
Like he knows.
and he knows the level I'm at. He knows all the work I put. The middle management still has kind of a little. I'm like, they're like, oh,
He lifts weights
he
or
likes
whatever.
to, yeah, it's
Yeah.
his little. He likes to do his little strongman show. You know,
It's always funny to me when people like reference something that you do, and then not that I've done anything to that stage, but for what I feel that I've done that
Yeah.
means something to me. When I hear somebody go, "Yeah, that little thing that they
Oh,
do,"
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, the little thing.
"Bro, it's little to you because you don't understand it, but it's big to me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
promise you, you know." But yeah, no, I feel you.
Well, I have to work it out with like days off. Don't get me wrong. It's a. So I'm a employee of the state, so I got great benefits. I got the days off. I get like someone sneezes or farts in the government office, do we get the whole day off? You know what I mean? Like they'll shut down the whole place.
Yeah.
Like it's easy. Like,
Do you have to ask for extra days or anything like that?
I'm getting to the point where it's like that.
Like, hey,
Yeah,
I know I
yeah.
said I was gonna be back,
No,
but
it's getting before because I would never do vacation. I would never. It was always just like need to
You know how
grind.
hard that is in dealership.
oh, I mean, so thankfully Brenda's also not just a really great friend to me, but she also works with me too at the dealership, and it's easy for us to agree because I usually have something to do anyway.
Yeah.
But like for me, like if you just tell me ahead of time, I'm cool with it because I understand that you work and we work a lot of hours. Like we spend so much time together, and I think it's any job. And people just like to say that we work a lot of hours, and we do. But I think every job works a lot of hours in general. And you spend a lot of time with those people. You know, you kind of have to not necessarily like them, but you develop some type of relationship with them. You know, you've created a family outside of your family, or whatever the case may be, or even enemies outside of your enemies. But you gotta let them have some type of life, not necessarily social life, family life, or something that they're doing, because that may just be a stepping stone into where they're going. You know what I mean? They may not be with us forever at the dealership, and they may be working on, like, we have a lot of people who do things outside of the dealership. Even me, like I have my job plus everything else that I do outside of there. And one day I know I'm gonna be like, bro, I can't work here anymore because
Shit too much.
I'm doing all this over here, and it supplements for it. Because my biggest thing is wanting to spend time with my family. I'm a family guy. My girls, they're out with my aunt. Shout out to my aunt. She's watching them, because without my family, I would never be where I'm at right now at all with that support. And you know, my 3 young daughters, they love everything that I do. They come with me everywhere. Like I try not to keep them from anything. Like after we're done here, I'm gonna have them come in here and just, hey, you know, do some stuff like that. Just so they have fun, so they can see for themselves and just give them that experience. Because I know my dad, just like you, he just laid the foundation for me to go up to where I could be. And you know, when he says he's proud of me, that's the one thing, that's what matters to me the most. You know, is making my dad proud. Like I don't care what my, shout out to Steve, my GM at the dealership, I like to make you proud, brother, but
not like that.
My dad,
it's different.
That's different. You know what I'm saying? That's a different feeling. And it's, I think the feelings, I can see it in you guys right here. You know, it's like you're proud to see him on stage, you know, those types of things. And I'm sure you're proud to make your dad happy. You know what I mean?
It's like,
because in a sense, if you think about it, like since he put you in sports, you've not, and this sounds dumb, but you're going to understand it. Is like you've always been his son in his eye. He's only looked at you as your son. So really you ain't done yet. He's still coaching you, like since you were doing the football thing and all that. And then when you finally hang it up, he's gonna be like, you're gonna be like, man, Dad, you remember when you made me go outside in the front lawn?
Yeah.
And get, you know, I'm sure y'all have those talks now. But
we had those talks. What I like about it, bro, is like, you know, here's this dude Eddie Hall and Arthur Bjornsson and these like movie stars or these big stars, and I got my dad backstage at these shows.
Yeah. That's
you know what I mean. Like, yeah, we didn't do the NFL thing, but we're still doing something. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like it's. I think the biggest thing what it is for me, man, is seeing Andrade.
Seeing your name up there.
Yes, because like not only my dad, but my grandfather and like the legacy the Andrade name has, that's what's important to me. That making
when you first walked out to your big show and they like, because I know you're probably your nerves are going, right? So when you walk out and they call, you know what you're gonna do, at least for the most part. You have an idea.
Yeah.
And then they call your name on the intercom, and then you see your name, and you see all these people, whatever the case may be, and you're like, for a split second, you almost forget, like, I still gotta go lift this heavy shit. But you take a second to just, and then like, damn, bro, I'm here.
Bro, it was crazy. My first like welcome to NFL moment for that strongman was Cardiff 2023 because I flew out to Europe by myself. I got called up on a 2-week notice to do the show.
Wow.
So 2023, I won World's Strongest Latino.
That was a separate event?
It was a separate event.
Only Latinos?
Yeah.
All the world Latinos.
Europe, Latin Europe, and Latin America.
Italy, France. I mean, where?
Oh, yeah. Any Latino. Yeah.
Any Latino country.
South America.
So that's when I represent Mexico. So I reached out to this promoter and I was like, hey, can I do a show? Like, I'm Latino. Like, my whole life I've been considered Mexican or Latin, right? And he goes, yeah, you can do it, but you can't represent the United States. And I was like, fine, that's easy.
Bet.
Right? Like, okay, so I won, and then I won the show. And so I have this title now. I have World Strongest Latinos.
Yeah, we have it on it. That was crazy.
And
he won it in
Portugal. Portugal.
And that's just a few miles north of that's where our name originated.
This is the
that was my question I was gonna ask. Is like, so where did the last name come from?
So this is the Andrade Castle that's in Spain, and then this is our crest, the Andrade crest.
Damn, that's sick too. Who did that?
My tattoo artist Mario Sanchez. Check him out.
He's in San Antonio.
He's in San Antonio. He's a powerlifter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so
Mario Sanchez.
He's done all my tattoos.
Mario Sanchez, gotcha.
But he's at the gym too, and he does everyone's gym tattoos at the gym. But
he's probably like, bro, your arm's bigger than normal. I got it.
Well, no, it's the thing, bro. We do one piece, and he's like, fuck, we got to cover more space.
Yeah.
But
I told him it's kind of cool because it's like, oh yeah, you hear about Eddie Hall and Thor. Their bike comes from Vikings families, and I was like, man, you come from Aztec warriors and
the Spanish,
Spaniards,
conquistadors.
Yeah, because you got that same. My beard's the same way. It's got red and all that.
Red beard.
Yeah. No, same thing. I've asked my grandpa millions of times. Like, he's told me the story about, they know when they came over here from this time. And same thing. Yeah, I love it.
Well, come on, man. Not too many Mexicans are past 6 feet, And
that's what we were literally talking about this morning. I was like, okay, so at what point do we say, where'd your last name come from? You made it above 5'8". And like you're 400 pounds. Like, and I know tortillas and carne guisada don't make like if that's the recipe, I should be there because that's my favorite dish.
The actual people from Mexico have a hard time seeing him represent Mexico.
Well, it's just like northern Mexicans, like that. It's not like because it's such mix with American too. Like,
yeah, they're almost like Tejanos.
You start getting real south. And it's indigenous people.
Oh, for sure.
And so, like,
if you see my grandpa, he's dark.
It's the Spanish blood that came in here and got everyone white,
colored eyes, light skin, red hair. Well, that started there, and then they brought it here. But yeah, no, of course. But I think that's a pride thing, and I think that's the biggest thing in all Latino culture is the pride. Oh yeah, it's always the pride. Everybody's got to be right. Or you got to be wrong. One of the two. There's no having a conversation and coming to, mediation, if you will. But
and then I've done the history on our name too. Like, not so per se we're from like the actual country of Mexico.
Yeah.
Right now, but when the Spaniards Andrade name came through here, they were part of the original settlers of the missions.
Yeah.
So what was that country back then?
Right. Yeah.
So. Mm-hmm. Was it even? It was natives had it. And
yeah.
Then the border of Mexico was here, and then the border of Mexico was here, and then
it was already split. They had like a bunch of different things there, and then it's called Mexico at that time. But yeah,
and then like where we from, like we're Coachula and all that kind of area. They had like a ranch and stuff. So they were just in the middle of this war, this battle of the borders kind of thing, and we're just here, like true Tejano people, bro, like.
No, for sure.
That's what it is. So yeah, no, I want the haters is what you see the most is because that's what's online.
Yeah.
But what I like to see is the people that I inspire, like because there's not many people. Well, there's no people that look like us on the World's Strongest Man stage. Mm-hmm. I'm the only dude
who looks like you.
That's got dark hair.
Yeah.
That what I mean. Most
of them are bald.
Most of them are bald, but also I'm light complected, but I'm a couple shades darker than everyone else.
No, for sure. For sure.
And then like, I've done my research in terms of like the Tejano people. When you start looking at them, and like I see my grandfather's face, I see all of my features in these people that I grew up in this, and so that's the inspiration. Is like when I go to these big shows, I'm the only dude that looks like that.
Yeah.
So there's a kid growing up in San Antonio right now, or in Mission or somewhere in Texas, and he's like, that fool Austin looks like me, and he's at the biggest stage.
Yeah,
I can do that.
You can do that.
That's a good segue point. Like the Latino culture has taken over, like not even it has taken it by storm right now. Like in general, any Latino from wherever you're from has, not saying that step forward, but like everybody's starting to not back in, but buy into like like talking sports, music, the food. Now people are like traveling to countries that they used to consider shithole countries, and now they're like, oh shit, it looks like this. It's green. There's jungles there, and there's food, and there's beautiful women there. Whatever the case may be. Now people are starting to look into that because I feel personally that they've run out of bullshit now to like they can't make this air anymore. So now they're like coming to like the real roots of like, hey, this is realistically who built this country that we live in now, and strongman competitors, music, food. I mean, you can't tell me
the NFL who got drafted this year. How many people got drafted that have, you know, Latino names, man?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
First round pick.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Right?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Mendoza, dude.
He's a beast. His brother's good too. His brother transferred out, but Fernando Mendoza. Yeah,
it was crazy. Like I'm obviously no Sabo kid, dude. Like I didn't grow up speaking
Same.
Spanish, so it's like, well, you know what is it? The thing is, well, because like I turned 30, dude, and I went from like trying to fit into like, no, fuck this. This is who I am, and so I try to go deeper in figuring out who I am as a person, right? And I started doing my research and, you know, figuring out who I come from and stuff. But, you know, like my grandparents' name are Pablo and Elena. And then my uncle and my dad's name's Alan, Paul, Eloy, Philip.
Damn, that's his name?
No, that's their names.
Oh, okay.
So like, you know, they assimilate to being in America and they kind of lose a culture. You know?
Oh yeah.
So, which my, you know, grandma's like, my great grandma spoke Spanish to you, right? That was just the thing, and that's how you learn Spanish. But grandma and grandpa didn't speak Spanish to you, right? Right. And so they didn't speak Spanish to me.
My parents spoke Spanish when they didn't want us to know some.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So yeah, growing up, was I an Osavo kid? Yeah, sure I was. But I mean, eventually, until I had my construction company, I had to learn Spanish.
When you're talking money, you learn.
You know?
Yeah. I tell everybody that at my job, they're like, you don't speak Spanish? Or I'm singing them. I said, look, when we talking money, I talk Spanish. Anything outside of that, I don't know nothing. You know what I mean? So
you learn Spanish when it comes to that paycheck.
I had to learn, man. People told me, why don't you teach your kids? Well, it wasn't necessary actually at the time.
Yeah.
You know, my great grandparents got in trouble in school. These folks.
My great grandma used to tell me that. So my great grandma, so Emma, she's 88 years old, still drives, still healthy. Thank God, God bless her heart. Speaks Spanish, English, whatever. And she said in school at one point in time, she had a teacher who was not Latino. She got a paddle whipping because she was speaking Spanish to her cousin in school. And she goes, and it's like almost trying to scare somebody into not speaking the language of your first language. Like, how are you going to punish me for
Native American?
Yeah, how are you going to punish me for who I am?
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I mean? So do you when you won and you qualified, okay, or you qualified now twice, right? Or this will be your third time?
So I made the World Strongman Finals twice, but I've been 3 times.
Okay.
To the World Strongman.
Okay. So, did you feel like maybe somebody was like, "Who the fuck is this Latino strong ass dude coming from nowhere?"
Oh, bro, that's the position I want to be in.
Of course, yeah.
I love it when people are like, "Who the fuck is this dude?"
Yeah, but that's the best. They say that is like that's one of the best traits to have is being unknown to whatever, because they don't know you, they don't know anything about you, and they don't know what to expect. So it's really a shell shock. You know,
and then it's even better when you beat them too.
So the first year in World's Strongest Man, we were getting out of the hotel, and we off the bus. Right, we're going into the bus, and this man saw all these big guys get out of the bus, and it was a tourist area, Myrtle Beach, and he goes, "What are y'all doing, or where y'all going? Because of big guys, right?" And then he goes, "Yeah, well, we got the World's Strongest Mexican," and he started laughing. He goes, "Well, he's like what 5'5" with the big mustache?" I go, "No, he's right here. Look at him." And he towered over this guy, right?
Yeah.
He looked at his head.
Well, it's not even World's Strongest Mexican. It's World's Strongest Latino. That's worldly. That's different.
It was funny. He was making fun of him. He was making
yeah.
fun of us,
Yeah.
He's like
stereotype.
Yeah, of course. He thought you were Speedy Gonzalez, and you were.
He thought I had a sombrero on and everything.
Yeah. You should one day just walk out with
Walk
walk out with a serape,
I
fucking
told
sombrero.
him, I said, "You know what? great if you go out in that Nacho Libre
Yeah. Oh,
costume.
yeah. So that'd be your powerlifting suit, like your little onesie. You know what I'm saying? Walk out Nacho Libre style.
I'm gonna make sure I don't fall deadlifting, and then I'll do that first.
Hey, either way, you win, you're going viral. You fall, you're going. You're either way.
So
But the point is, we want you to win.
yes,
So we got you.
that's the coolest thing, bro. Is like you look at the standings at the end of these shows, and like I see like I see my name and stuff, but I see Andrade and I see Mexico, or I see, you know, United States or whatever at the time. And it's like, well, what other sport?
Mm.
And then, you know, it's of course the haters are like, oh, he's not Mexican or this or he's not. I'm like, all right,
I think that
go. I'm gonna. But the thing is like, all right, you don't want me representing you.
who's gonna represent you?
Who's gonna represent you? And I'm bro. If there's someone there that wants to take it,
By all means.
means.
But you can't take it if somebody doesn't lead. Just saying. Just like to be an influence,
grateful, right,
somebody
man?
exactly, because a lot of people hate to go back to Mexico. Everybody hated on Julio Cesar Chavez for boxing for a long time. They said his rank, this and that, whatever. And then there was like between him and there was no one else representing Mexico. Like, and I mean on a global scale is what I mean. And then Canelo comes in. He starts fighting whatever it's gonna be. And my grandpa, again, biggest Canelo hater. Doesn't like him. Just thinks that it's all about the money. But I'm like, why wouldn't you want somebody to represent your country? Because he could, not that he could easily, because he's from Mexico, but even the guys that come over from Mexico and then they live in the United States, Oscar De La would, you know, he says he's a Mexican American. Great. Fought out of California. And he'll say his Mexican heritage and he'll say all of those things, whatever the case may be. But then the people from Mexico go, well, he's not from Mexico.
yeah.
I'm like,
So,
you
yeah.
should be grateful that someone wants to represent your country because this is double standard and this may be just lack of knowledge or lack of education. But when they go to the Olympics and you are, say you're an American, right? But when it's time for the Olympics, you go back home or you go back to whatever country you have a citizenship for.
Baseball players, man, world.
Correct. They go back to, or the cheat code, they have a citizenship in a country that they have a home at, their homestead.
Yeah.
And then they get their citizenship for that country. Now I want to represent France. Now I want to represent, because it's a 2-year, you have to live there for 2 years residency. So I'm like, okay, so imagine me being Mexican or Mexican, whatever you want to call it. And then I go live in Congo for 2 years. And so I want to represent Africa's national team. They're going to be like, motherfucker, you ain't fucking African?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I did my 2-year residency and they said I could. Well, they made the rules, not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of shitty, but yeah, it's like
it's a bro. And the thing is like this whole thing, it was getting into a sport. I was just lifting weights, and then it turned into this
cultural. Now it's
cultural
political.
It's like,
now it's
well,
this.
No, you're from Texas. You're American, or you're not from. You're from. Dude, I get all this stuff on this day. It's crazy. It's like you weren't claiming me before, and now I'm doing good. Now you want to claim me.
Or it's when they did claim you and then they unclaim me or whatever case may be.
Go back and forth. So that's what the whole hater thing is, man. And then I've learned over the last couple of years, because it was mentally draining, bro. Where it's just like, I don't know, like you can't please everyone, right?
I think that's probably where you go. You know what? It's just me and me.
That's where I found out, bro. It's like I'm going out there for me. And this last year, that's kind of where this culmination and everything was like. I'm going out. I'm representing me. I'm representing my last name. I'm representing who backs me up. And I go in there with this fresh mindset, dude, and I've just been killing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure you've probably ran into this before. Like a lot of people is like, you help a lot of people, you help them get to who you want, or not that you expect anything in return, but at the end of the day, usually you do it out of the grace of your heart and you don't want anything back.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes doing that though, now you're mentoring people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not that it's a bad thing to be alone or do your own thing or whatever case may be, but do you have a lot of guys that reach out to you? Hey man, I want to do this, or hey man, I want to be like you. Hey, I want to do that.
It's a blessing, bro. Cause like, before at Ford, like I said, it was like real kind of like took it on as a negative thing, but now it's like I didn't have that when I was coming up in the sport. I didn't have anyone to look to. I had maybe a couple guys that reach out to, but they didn't have like this pathway or guidance to put me on. But now I've been through it. And someone's actually trusting in me to give them some kind of advice, bro, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
I look at that as such a great thing. Now, whether you do with what my advice is,
right.
that's on you.
Right. I can only give you the tools to do it.
Right.
But, yeah.
And, you know, when it comes to lifting weights, I think what I like about lifting weights is the weight doesn't discriminate. You're strong or you're not.
Yeah, you either gonna lift this
400
shit or you
pounds,
ain't.
and you're not. I don't
Mhm.
care if you're black, blue, green, yellow, orange, tall, short, whatever. That weight is what it is, and if you can lift it up, good for you. You're strong.
Right.
And so it doesn't matter who comes up to me for advice. I got something for them.
Mm.
Whether it's or culturally, or the actual advice on lifting weights, or even like how do you manage working a full-time job and being a full-time strongman.
Mhm.
Like there's that kind of stuff that I struggle with. I'm still kind of figuring out as I go through life, but I think that's just life as a 30-year-old man too. Like
Yeah.
you're
Still figuring it out.
bro.
People, I used to think 30 was old,
No, bro.
you know,
Yeah.
and then I got there and my kids are like, "You're old." I'm like, "Yeah, I was you before," and I'm like, "I wish you knew, buddy."
That's what my pops tells me all the time. And then it's like you figure it out, and you're like, as my dad's. What are you now? 50? What?
I'll be 56 next week.
This is his first time being 56 next week. You know what I mean? Like it's his first time being 56.
Yeah,
It's
no
my
shit.
first time
Yeah,
being 30, 32, 33.
yeah. I'm gonna use that every day. I'm like, bro, it's my first time being 33, motherfucker.
No, well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is like, obviously you expect people to know stuff, but it's also their first time
Yeah,
being
that's good.
this far in their life too.
Yeah, I like the weight. Don't discriminate. That's
No, bro, it's really what it
That's
is.
true.
It's kind of cool, man. When I'm probably one of his biggest critics, right?
yeah.
I'm
Most
always
probably.
on following his Instagram and reading the comments, and some kids, I'm not gonna say kids, man, but a lot of people have posted I want to be just like you. Man, that's inspiration there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see that and I'm like, I'm proud for that. It makes me feel like he's touching kids, man. He's touching kids who probably thought or think, man, I'll never have a chance to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And but you do.
Well,
He did it.
Well, you shouldn't only just be proud of him. You should be proud of yourself too. I think one of the biggest things, especially they talk about with like men's like psychological things, is like we're never usually proud of ourselves, or things are typically never good enough, or whatever case may be. But yeah, I mean, you deserve your flowers too. You know what I mean? Like you raised him, so he's your offspring. He's a chip off the old block, as they say. So when you see these people that admire and want to be like him, you should be like, man, all right, well, I did a good job. If they haven't told you that, I'm telling you that you did an amazing job. So, because not a lot of fathers get that, but you do every now, that, hey man, you did a good job with your son or whatever case may be, and then we fuck up, whatever. But, it is what it is.
So
So
I think I'm probably the only one who could talk shit to him, bro.
Oh yeah, dude. But
Any
hey,
kind of response,
we've had well, he's always has those moments, but it's like being a bigger dude, I don't have a lot of people that tell me shit.
just naturally,
Just
just because you're big, yeah.
But my wife does have no problem doing that, but I need that. But the thing is at the end of the day, bro, you kind of need it, because it's like you can get in your head real quick.
Did she know you wanted to become a strongman at some point in time? And then when you did, like, what does she?
Bro,
what does she
it's
think?
funny. When I met my wife, I was 255 pounds.
Still big.
I just got done. Well, me at 255 looks
Yeah,
skin and bone.
it's half a guy.
He looks kind of Rick.
You're happy.
But I just got done with wrestling. I'm just getting done with college, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have to live a normal life, right? So I'm like, let me get down the way as far as possible. I can be healthy, right? So I'm just gonna work a normal job. So that's when I met. Well, last semester of college, that's when we started dating. And then I moved down here, and I'm ballooning back up and stressed, life all work, and then. But she's always been in my corner, dude. She's just like, yeah, you're moving to Texas, I'll move with you. Oh, yeah, whatever you want to do, we'll do.
Yeah, because college is tough.
Yeah,
it's like, and a lot of kids nowadays don't really understand how serious college is. Like where it's a crossroad. It's like, yeah, you meet a lot of people in college, but it's like they got different paths. You
gotta
go
meet
different
the right
ways.
person too,
Yeah, you hit it all on the money, so you're good.
But
I think she keeps him in check, man. Don't get his head too big. But then when he's down, she brings him up. She
Oh
does
yeah,
a good job.
That's a good support.
I'm proud of her.
Yeah.
World's strongest woman.
Yeah, there you go. World's strongest wife, right there.
They say like Brian Shaw at his last show he ever did is like he said on the
Podium.
his last speech on the podium. They gave him the mic after the last event. He's all tired, and he said, "I want to thank everyone who's involved. I thank my wife. She's obviously the strongest person in this whole room right now. She was able to do all this stuff." And I was like, and he goes like, "I can't. Now I feel better. I can remember this because I like kind of took that to heart." But he's like, "You're only as strong as the woman that you got behind you." And it's like, yeah, if you don't got a good support system,
they say that, right? Behind every strong man, there's a strong woman.
Yes, most. at least from 100% of the time, every time I've ever seen anybody win something of like what you're talking about on that scale, they've all said the same thing.
Mhm.
It's like, because not only are they supporting you, but they're sacrificing a lot of things. They're sacrificing a lot of time. And realistically, in those kind of sports as you guys, is they weren't really even your first love either. You know, she became, or they became a part of your life when you are already set in stone on doing something already. You know what I mean? And not that you put them second or worse, but or last or whatever, but then they bought into what and who you are to support you, and then they do become the love of your life, obviously, and then they support the same dream, and then shit from there, brother, you're going to the moon.
You start getting on the
Because it takes two, man. Like
does.
it's like, because you have yourself, your natural critic of yourself, of who you are. Then you got your dad or whatever, you know, and then she's gonna be real with you because he only knows you as a son. She knows you as a partner. Your brother knows you as a brother. You know, I had this conversation with my dad. I'm like, Dad, I'm probably somebody total opposite of what you think I actually am, because you only know me as a son. You don't know me as a partner. You don't know me as a dad. You don't know me as a brother. You don't know me as a father. You know, things like that. You know, so that's the other thing. Now she's with you 24/7 and knows this side of you and knows your peaks and weaknesses. You know, same thing. So, but
No, it's she
how long you guys been married?
6 years. Oh, about to be 6 in June.
Oh man, that's a.
We've been together 10 now.
Oh wow, okay,
They got
that's good.
married in COVID, during COVID.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
our backyard, because we could only have like 7
Dude, we
people.
had everything planned out, and then COVID hit, and then
Dude, you in a mask? They don't make a mask that big.
I know I had to wear a bandana, 2
Yeah.
bandanas. But no,
You gotta wear a fucking biker helmet.
we made it work. That's what we had in my dad's backyard. It went from obviously this big wedding to we had
Yeah, that's where were y'all going
6
to get
people.
married at? I guess before that happened.
This is when Smoke was a restaurant, the Sky Bar that's downtown San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
It was a restaurant, and they had this venue that was like reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
You know how some of these wedding venues are just outrageous, bro. So
especially now, because now weddings have become like a fad.
yeah,
You know, doing all the, you know.
So we had this whole thing set up, and then COVID happened, and then I was on Facebook one day, and I saw that Smoke Barbecue was going bankrupt, and I was like, whoa,
Shit,
you got my deposit, bro.
Oh.
And so that all thing happened, bro, and then we still were gonna get married on that date, and we did. We got a judge to meet us at a park, and she signed a paper. You're married, and she walked away. We walked the paper, signed it, and then we ended up having
A wedding.
a wedding where we had all the family there in
wedding.
Yuma, Arizona. The next year, so we had all the family there.
Hell yeah.
In
That's
the
what's up.
backyard.
What was the most awkward thing for you in COVID
COVID?
that you had to deal with?
Training in the garage thing.
Oh shit, yeah, because gyms got shut down for a minute.
Bro, we would do like these 5 a.m. workouts.
Here's where all my weight sets came into effect.
Yeah.
That
Because
come out.
we would because we train with Stones and Farmers, and there's all this equipment that's at the gym and we don't have at the.
So you gotta get creative, man.
Yeah, so like we go to the gym when we knew no cops are gonna be out, or we could go work out. And then obviously my dad's weight set from that he gave me a long time ago, all that stuff, we just started. I mean, you just make the means with it, and you start working out, and which was great because it everyone was like show doing a show contest, whatever. And then COVID really just sat everyone down. I was like, all right, take a break. You have to do an off season now. So we actually got stronger because of COVID, because it made us take
You
a
had
step
to
back,
I got
and
you.
then work on weaknesses. And it was I mean, it's how you look at it. It sucked that we couldn't go to the gym and have the camaraderie of the brotherhood and all that stuff of hanging out at the gym. But
So what's that like being in the gym with, because they're your homeboys, but what's it like training with these guys knowing that y'all want the same thing? Because at the end of the day, they end up becoming your competitor.
Yeah. So I think that's one cool thing about Strongman is, and the way I look at it, it's not me versus him or me versus you.
It's you versus you.
It's us versus the weight. So the weight not discriminating, and it being 800 pounds. And if I can go and give my best effort and deadlift that thing 4 times, and you go and you give your best effort and you do it 5 times, I have no problem going and shaking your hand. Good job.
Yeah.
You bested me.
Yeah.
That you just proved to me that you're better than me.
Yeah.
And so I think when it comes to weightlifting or that gym situation, I can appreciate it is because it's not like football where you can beat me on a move, or you know my weakness here, and you know my,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? Like
It's we both got to get in that
Yeah.
same stance and
It's
lift
just-
this weight.
it's the same thing, and if you can do better than me, then good for you. And if I do better than you, I expect the same, you know, kind of encouragement as well too. So,
Yeah.
and then the thing is like we're constantly in the gym working hard. That the accountability, it's turned into like my boy's success now that we got like my training partner Nick Guardione. Shout out Nick, because if it wasn't for him, like that's the thing. If it wasn't for Nick and us training and coming up together, I wouldn't be here.
I wanted to do that way just to poke in on that. Because y'all do like a little show together, right? Like a little mini.
Yeah, we have our YouTube, and then we got we do skits and stuff.
That's okay. So I messaged him and waiting, but you can let him know what's up since you talked to him all the time.
All right.
I want to get both of y'all at the same time so we can do something similar to how y'all doing, but on the podcast at the same time.
Okay.
That way y'all can do y'all's whole little shenanigans.
Yeah, man, we'll do it.
But
Did you see the one in Arnold where
he's the one that he wears like a kind of, or no, there's a guy that's kind of bald headed. He wears like a little, not a bandana, but like a.
when Nick's bald now,
Nick's bald now.
Oh,
We had to cut the hair.
they do that shake and bake Ricky Bobby thing?
Yeah.
we do
cool,
shake and bake at these shows. Me and
Yeah.
you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets the crowd going, man. It's
Do
really
they not
cool.
do like a tandem strongman competition?
There's a couple who have done shows like that before, but it's the same thing. Like you know, what promoter wants to put it on?
Yeah, they want to see somebody
You know what's
individually.
cool, man, when they're competing against each other, and Austin's doing something next over there, encouraging him, and he's
Yeah.
out there and yelling for him, and Austin doing the same thing for him. And that's
Or
really
it's come down to it. Like his wins have become my wins, and my wins
Right,
become his.
because you were there with him in like
Yeah,
what did
bro.
Drake say? You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Yeah,
Like
bro,
literally,
like,
you
no,
wasn't
it's
in the gym lifting them weights. You know,
That's
with me.
exactly what
Yeah,
it is, bro. So
but it's good though that you have that because if your guys like obviously it seems like it's like you guys are looking out for each other's well being, not just like as a brother, gym partner, but you want him to win. You want to win. You know what I mean? So that goes a long way when you have somebody who truly is like actually there for you.
imagine how Tim, the owner, feels, man. Yes,
Man, that's another thing I was going to give is like him being hands on, teaching you guys and showing you guys all that. That's most guys that have a gym. They're like, oh, well, I got all these guys coming to my gym. We're good to go.
no,
And they represent us. He's there.
grown. Like there's two brothers that have made it to the world's strongest man level, and the Stoltman brothers. And one of them's actually one of the world's strongest man. The other guy's made it to the finals a couple times, but he's a great strongman. But those are blood brothers, bro, from the same family.
Damn.
We got two dudes from the same gym.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who this dude was 6 years ago.
But y'all were working at the same gym.
No, we were like, he just walked in one day,
Oh, shit. Okay.
and he asked me about a few strongman things, and next thing you know, we're like,
But he wasn't a strongman before either.
no, he was a runner. He ran cross country.
Shit.
if you saw Nick when he started, you couldn't. He looks like a different person now than when you.
So he had to start packing on some.
Already, you want to talk about food? That dude, like I've always been big. That dude's
Had to
he's-
make
he's-
himself big.
He's newly big.
Damn. So does he come to you like, bro, you didn't tell me it was gonna be like this? You
There's
know?
some stuff where he's like, I was like, he's trying to tie his shoes, and I said, oh, bro, that's how you're a breath right now, bro, huh?
Yeah, when you were trying to tie your shoe. Yeah.
Yeah. There's big man things in this world that we've had to adapt to. Like this is a good chair, man.
Bro, I sat so when you said that when we're getting the mics ready, I have to sit up like this because I'm like I don't want to be bouncing my feet. You know what I mean?
Hey, for real.
So I'm like, damn, yeah, you're right. It's a deep
Yeah,
chair.
but that's one thing of being a bigger dude. Like
You struggle, man, in
You
the
just-
restaurants.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you
they're
used
like,
to-
they're like, you want to sit at this table, and we're like, can we go sit at that table?
Yeah.
because we already know if I sit on that table,
airplane.
Well, that was my next thing is because I went on vacation and got back. But dude, if you don't buy a nice, you know, because you and the if you're I'm assuming you want to sit in the aisle, but if you get to the window, bro, you only
no,
got
there's no sitting in the window.
that you ain't got.
There's no sitting in the window. There's sitting in the aisle, and that's it.
Yeah, because at least you can try to move a little bit, you know.
Well, one time we went to Ohio.
Ohio, and it was my dad, my wife Maisie, and me. And swear to God, we
Oh,
were
you
like
just
this,
see
and you
Maisie's
all
head.
you just see her head right here, bro, because
Because you're covering over.
But
That's crazy.
it's funny, like
How tall are you?
6'2". So yeah, I'm one of the shorter guys on the circuit.
Really? That's
Yeah.
fucking big.
But I'll go like I'm that dude that sits in the aisle like this, and I'm waiting for guys, and they'll just walk right past me. Like in the Southwest fights before they and they had open seating.
Yeah.
And I would just sit there and I just mean mug people, and they're like, "Oh, I'm not gonna sit next to that guy."
So now you may
Yeah,
have
I
a
would
may
try
have
to-
a over.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would try to make sure they wouldn't sit next to me. But now that we have assigned seating, I'm
I
sitting
know,
there.
man.
I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and then you could see it. Like some people walking down, and then they realize, and their face goes like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, I'd hate to be the last
SNXs.
guy walking down the aisle, like you're late for your flight, and you're like, "Fuck, I gotta sit next to
SNXs.
you."
And then it's half the time they're like, I was like, "You're the unlucky one, huh?" And then so I was sitting next to me. I was like, "Make sure you're comfortable, because once I get in,
I'm not moving.
this is it until the flight's over with."
And I'm not the guy sitting next to you because, like, dude, I cannot get comfortable on a plane. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
where I sit. No, I'm not. I can't. I move a lot in general, and like I can't. I hate it. And I hate everything about a flight in general.
First thing I walk on the plane, I was like, "Can you just give me your extra seatbelt?"
Oh yeah. I got you.
They're like,
So when's the last time you got to ride on a roller coaster then?
Nah, don't even talk about that.
Because you're in San Antonio, you got Fiesta ticket. Then you're in Arlington at the other Six Flags. Like, fuck. You can't, because I
have
know.
a legitimate fear.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is since you've been a kid, right?
Oh, so you did never
I'm
like.
good, bro. I can't.
Oh,
do that.
okay.
That, and I learned I got another fear from this guy. I'm claustrophobic, bro.
Fuck, you're big.
I can't. No, bro. It's a whole nother.
That's what I'm
fear.
saying. I don't like it on the airplane, dumb it.
But
But
there's a whole other feeling of being caught in a small place, and if I can't like feel like I can stretch out, I'll legitimately
just
start.
freak out.
I never thought like fear of a real thing. Like, yeah, I was scared of roller coasters, but like
Hyperventilating.
you start doing that.
Hyper-
start
yeah,
sweating,
yeah.
And I had a panic attack one time, where I was like, "Oh no." It was a trip, bro. First time I ever experienced like real.
I can't remember when I felt college. I know I have before, and I know what you mean. It's like hard to explain to
It's
people.
like there's air and you can't breathe.
Yeah.
You know, but nothing's happening to you.
Yeah, fish out of water. You're trying to just.
No, bro, that was the worst. That's the worst. And then what's other big guy things? Oh, all the furniture we have in the house, bro, is basically custom made.
Fuck. So you gotta spend extra money.
Like, if we buy something from a store or something, we'll look at it to how can we reinforce this.
Damn.
It's
Like,
yeah. Our bed, my dad's, all the beds that we have in all the houses, my dad made them. But
you know, do like carpentry and stuff.
well,
Like
he was a
that? Oh,
framer.
shit,
He was a
nice.
framer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And so like our beds got metal hangers
Damn.
and like
Yeah, not the little wood glue.
Yeah.
You got,
When I build something, I make sure it's Austin and Allen proof.
because you know everybody else. You good.
it's built like a house, bro. So it's really
I
legit.
built him a massage table.
Oh yeah, because I was working with a massage guy, and a chiropractor, and all these tables that float out.
Yeah.
They were like
Yeah.
200-pound.
Yeah. Weight limit. Yeah.
And every time I get on it, bro,
Feels smooth. Like
I was like, oh, shit, I can be doing that. So I told my dad, I said, bro, we need to make a heavy duty.
So like, hey, don't bring your table. I got one.
Well, the thing don't move.
Oh, it's just there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
We both stood on it. So once I knew we stood on it, it was.
and I was jumping on it. It did. Yeah, we're like,
Fuck. I need a bed frame like that.
I
Fuck.
bet like that too.
yeah, and that's just the life, dude. That's the life of a bigger person. You gotta.
But
So-
nowadays everything's so cheap and made.
Oh, everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Like, it's not only that.
Everything's Timu made, as they say.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just the life, boy. But that's because I've been like this the whole life. So it's you just
Used to kind of just
like
being.
Nick broke his first chair in the airport this last Arnold, and it was almost like a sense of pride for him.
Broke a chair,
Yeah,
like a airplane chair.
no, like a chair at a dining table.
Oh, and he's like, hell yeah.
Well, he broke it, and I was like, "Did you break a chair?" He goes, "Yeah, bro." It's
Crossed over.
and I was like, "Hell yeah, bro! You broke your first chair." Bro,
Oh, I see what you're
I
saying.
couldn't tell you how many
Yeah,
chairs
yeah,
I've broken in my life. Bro.
Yeah.
It's just
Fuck.
it was. his
Do they
first
say
one.
anything
When
to
I
you
saw
like,
it
hey,
happening with skateboarding, I was like,
you're breaking the boards, keep breaking boards? Yeah.
They're expensive, bro.
Yeah.
You can't be breaking this shit.
Yeah, they were expensive. They were, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a.
But you said you work with a dietitian.
Yeah.
Does he ever let you like? Do you have to eat like? Does he give you a day to do what you want?
Yeah, we
Okay.
especially being like bodybuilding's a different thing. Like
Because I'm sure you need a lot more carbs than the normal,
yeah,
normal person.
He's got different ways of carb cycling and ways of like helping you eat quote unquote bad for performance. Like we eat so clean all the time that whenever I eat like a hamburger and fries, it's full of fat. It actually it's like nos for me, bro. And I'll
Cause
just feel, and it's like I don't even take pre-workout when I go to work gym.
I've seen you do the
The salts are a little different.
Is that just in the moment? Because I have
That-
some in my drawer. In my drawer.
You want?
But it's
Have you take a hit of them?
okay. But
All of us.
yeah. So
Oh,
I did it because I saw you do it. This is
Okay.
why I bought it, and I
Okay.
had I don't remember where I was doing it or what I was doing, but I had always seen people do that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I'm like, it must be like the guy, whatever. Anyways, so I bought it online or whatever the case may be, but it's just like a normal one. And then I seen Joe Rogan has this one that he has with these guys where it's fucking packaged and they smell it and they can smell it out of the package 1st before they actually hit it. And I'm like, it can't be that fucking bad.
Oh, bro, it's bad.
You have it?
I don't have that.
Oh, okay.
No,
because they say like there's obviously different levels of
ammonia's.
Yeah, okay. Because the one I have, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's strong, but we had one guy who's had a life. You know, his nose is probably not the best, but he hit that motherfucker. He ripped it a few times. He was like, "Yeah, ain't that bad." But everybody else, they get a whiff of it and they're like, "Fuck,"
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But I'm assuming the adrenaline going up to a weight with that first, it still sucks no matter what.
Yeah,
Like that shit don't discriminate either.
No, it's there to wake you up. So basically, what it's doing is, it's sending us once you get that rush to the brain, it's sending a signal to dump adrenaline.
Okay.
So you're having a mini adrenaline.
Have you ever done like too hard of a hit before?
So bro, I've done one and I like stopped seeing out of my left eye, and then I'm like, oh shit, it's too much. And then the next thing you know, you're like trying to hit a big lift, but you're like, fuck, now I need to
stabilize here.
Now I need to get myself right before it.
Fuck.
And then half the time I got someone slapping me on the back and
But
I'll tell you what, over my years of lifting, I've like quote unquote needed that. But now I've gotten into this kind of mindset where flow state to where I need to walk up to a bar completely zen. Because if I'm just ripping into something like angry and it's 1,000 pounds, I'll hurt myself.
Yeah, you got to really like
lock in and be in the right position. But before it was just like a muscle thing. I could just muscle something and it'll be.
But now your strategy, your technique, all that going into that. Yeah.
And so I'll take a little hit just to wake me up a little bit, but it's not like
you're not ripping that shit.
No, there's dudes that will hit it and smash your head and want to kick a door and then they'll go lift and
that's. But see, I would hate to do that grand entrance, smell it, get smacked in my back, the whole nine or whatever, and you go to lift it and you're like, fuck, I didn't even get it. Or you don't get,
it's a little embarrassing, right?
Yeah, something because in my head I'm like, especially like a new viewer, if you will, they're like, oh shit, this motherfucker about to lift the world.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then they just and you're like, oh fuck. But then again, me, I'm like, hey, that's 800, 900 pounds, whatever it is. Like, that's a lot of weight. You know what I mean?
So the salts will do it to you, bro. But there's different personalities. There's also guys that do that as a show, right?
Yeah, it goes as part of the show.
They want to hype the crowd up, so they'll like get smacked on stage.
Because I'm sure there's some guys that want to hear everybody yelling. That hypes them up.
There's some dudes that walk out, lift the bar, and walk right out like there was nothing.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you're just like, what the fuck? And they go sit down in the back and
just sit there, like,
and you're just like, what's going through that dude's head? Like, there's no emotion to him. But me and Nick put on a good show, I think, and because we play off of each other too. But I feed off the crowd. Yeah. When I hear the crowd, it's different when you're lifting in the gym and you got to focus, but
that's what I was saying a second ago. It's like you're some guys you walk out and you probably hear the crowd. You're like,
it's my time.
Yeah. When he won the in 2024, when you won the Stone at the Arnold.
Stone show, yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger gave him a standing ovation, bro. That's crazy, dude.
Oh, bro, I was walking. Well, the crazy thing, I've never been starstruck before.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of like, oh, this dude, shit's the same way I did, no big deal, right? But this is my first Arnold's, and it's like it's honor just to be invited to the Arnold's, and so I'm going through all that emotion. It's the last event, and I have a chance to make the podium and all this stuff, and so it's all kind of hit me. And this guy before we walk out, the expo is like, all right, because it's getting ready for TV, and he'll like 3, 2, 1, all right, walk out, right? And we're behind this like backstage area, and he goes, hey, Arnold, the event was a stone. We had to pick a 400-pound stone to shoulder. And there was a 400-pound stone, there's a 380-pound stone. And obviously the more reps at this stone beats any reps of the lighter stone. So you could lift the lighter stone 10 reps. I go out there, lift this one time, I beat you.
Wow.
So he goes out there, he goes, hey, Arnold's sitting right in front of the heavy stone. And he said, all right, you're up. And I walk out and I see Arnold, like with the cigar in his mouth.
Yeah.
Just like mean mugging you. And I was like, oh,
Like he's just looking at you.
yeah, bro. You're walking out there. You're the only person, and it's him, and it's like all a security team around him, and you're just like, oh shit, that's Arnold. Like, and he's older now, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
still,
yeah.
you're still
It's
looking
still
at Arnold
Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
And so, and you walk up to the stone, and the judge is like, yeah, you ready? You're like, and like, yeah. So blows a whistle, you go. And people weren't. I don't know. That's one of those things. Like people didn't know who I was at the time, so I started doing it. I started lifting. People were struggling lifting the stone, so I started doing it. And they're like, each rep I did, the crowd's getting louder and louder. And then I'm going for the fourth rep, which is technically a world record, right?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
Because no one's lifted this Atlas stone to shoulder that many times. And I like go back and I catch my breath because I lifted 400 pounds on my shoulder 3 times. Like I'm gassed. And there's still like 30 seconds on the clock, and I'm like gathering myself, and I look up and I see Arnold, and I point at him. I like kind of laughed, like, I can't believe I'm lifting in front of you right now. So, and then I go hit the last rep, and I hit the last rep, and it was hype, dude, because like the last 10 seconds I hit it, I dropped it, and then
the crowd goes wild, man.
crazy.
It's crazy.
And then Arnold gets up, gives me a standing ovation, bro. It was the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like just being a part of that.
Out of all the people that have probably messaged you and everything that you've done, like in this journey that you've got up until now, like you said, this is your first time doing it. You know what I mean? And I always ask everybody this because everybody has different journeys and aspects of life, and they all have some form of wisdom, no matter what age they are, wherever they come from, wherever the case may be. Similar to how your dad brought you up and will tell you things when you ask some questions. So for people who do aspire to be a strong man or a husband or a, whatever it may be, what do you have to give to them as a token to be like, maybe look out for, look forward to, and things like that?
Damn, that's a good one. I think just right off the head, or right off the top, if you're talking about being a husband, just general life and strongman, because it all plays into each other, is patience. Like my dad always told me, good things come to people that wait. Because there's so many times that my buddies were, I'm going to this school, I'm going to that school, and then it never worked out for them. But they were so first to pop off on stuff, and then I was just sit back and like, Dad, what the hell, and just wait. Good things people haven't wait. So I wait, and then I got my scholarship. Same thing with strength and lifting in the weight room. I'm the strongest I've ever been in my life at 32 years old because of all the work I did in my 20s and being patient and lifting correctly and not pushing myself to an absolute limit to where I couldn't recover from and just lifting numbers to lift numbers. I was patient in the sense of like, just stick with the program. Understand the steps that you have to take, and then what you're aspiring to will happen when later, type of thing. And then same thing with being a husband. I think in any relationship is just being patient and not saying what you want to say right away, because it might come off the wrong way. It might your tone will be wrong, but it won't come off the way you mean it. And then a lot of things that just happen that will solve themselves if you just take your time.
Yeah.
So I think if I got any kind of advice or anything in terms of life, it'd be patience.
Yeah. I think that's probably one. What do they say? Patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the highest ones, I guess you probably say, because I'm a very impatient person.
No, bro. I am too, man. I am too. Like I want things now.
Yeah.
But and I think if you understand that, like my dad said, if good things that happen to people that wait, if you could just, all right, it's not my time. It's the thing that happened to me at Worlds. I was walking into World Strongman final in 3rd place. I was in the best position to win it.
He had a good chance to be on podium.
To do it.
If he didn't.
And then I got a concussion. A piece of equipment hit me in the head.
And this was just...
It was recent.
In March.
And what am I supposed to do? Get mad.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted, was right in front of me. And I wanted it now. I wanted it then. But it didn't happen. Am I going to get mad? Am I going to... No, I just got to take a step back, be patient, and realize that it's not my time.
To your question on end, what I seen, what he's done is he's always followed through. I know people start stuff, you know, oh, I want to be a BMX racer. Let me start. I don't want to do that anymore. Let me try this. I mean, if you fall in love with something, see it through. There's many times he would tell me, Dad, I'm going to do this. And I was like, sure you are. Sure you are. I mean, hell, you know, sure you are.
Yeah.
And he'd learn it and he'd do the best and he'd master it. You know, like a bass player, you know, he'd come to me and say, I'm going to play the cello. And I was like, I didn't know what that was.
I
You
played
know?
music for a lot of my life.
And then
Cello.
No,
and
bass.
he goes,
No, bass. Okay.
I'm going to be a bass player. And I was like, sure you are, son. Sure you are. And then he goes and, I mean, pretty closely, almost joining a band, and he's that good at it, you know? So, I mean, I would say follow things through and things will happen, man. A lot of people are not patient and they move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Not knowing if you could have really done something with what you really fell in love with the first time.
Right.
So,
when's your next shot at the?
So my next show is the Deadlift Championship, September 5th. You can check that out on official.
So you have
Strongman.
between now and September 5th?
Yeah, I'm starting training for that actually next week. Well, I kind of started this last week, but my training will be more focused towards that. The next major show that I'll probably be doing is the Rogue Invitational again in Scotland,
And that'll be when?
October 23rd. And that one will actually be on YouTube so everyone can see. And then the next one after that will be the Arnold in March, and then World's Strongest Man. That's next year, whenever it is. So,
But there's not a date for that yet.
there's not a date for it.
They don't ever have it
probably
in the same.
sometime April or May.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not
So-
even a location.
But that's
for
the
it.
one you want. Or you said the Arnold,
The
actually.
Arnold. At this point, man, and I want them all.
Yeah.
And I think.
But we don't want podium. We want you to.
No,
we
I
want you to
wanna
win.
bro. I'm
We
telling
want you to win.
The tears are gonna come out when I win the Arnold.
Oh yeah.
That's when. That's when.
Hey, do they host that in the same area every time?
That's always gonna be in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah,
Gotta make it. I need to make that one.
it's a fun time because
Yeah,
they got a big.
man,
They got a big.
Well, they have
expo
an expo going on too.
and
Okay.
bodybuilding.
It's bodybuilding, the expo.
That's
It's pretty neat, man.
I'll have to put that in. That'd be. I've never been in anything like that.
I mean,
so
there's not many things to do in Ohio, but
Yeah, I've heard. I know people from
The
there.
Arnold Classic is one of those things.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll put that on the
you
calendar.
can't
So
find any good Mexican food there.
yeah, that's too far north.
Yeah.
That's way too far north. You get
You
Canadian.
try, man.
Yeah, just be okay with biscuits and gravy and.
SOS. Yeah, that's what they call it. So, well, cool, man. Well, I appreciate having you guys on the show for sure.
Thank you, man.
I hope y'all are hungry because we're gonna go eat. So,
Shit, hell yeah.
so I know you're probably like, bro, I was supposed to eat like 30 minutes ago. So,
Hell
but
yeah.
cool. Appreciate you, man. Yes,
Appreciate
sir. Absolutely. And we'll have a best of luck to you for the rest of the year and everything that you do.
Thank you.
You're gonna have your number one fan there.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna be cheering you on.
Thank
so,
you, man.
appreciate you.